to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are doing our first ever call-in live show. We got people in the back waiting to come on. They're going to ask us questions. Ask us anything. Don't be, listen, you'll get kicked. You start doing some crazy shit. But ask us questions. Hop on. Jake, I thought you froze. You're just sitting there like a weirdo with a chipmunk with a mouth full of bread. Jesus Christ. I saw you blink. Look at you. I can see the faintest Adam's apple. I've never seen a weaker Adam's apple. But
you
I can see.
You want to see me swallow this roll?
No, thank you.
Look at mine. Look at yours. Look at you right in your mouth. Now look.
I'm not comparing Adam's apples because it's just like, oh, look what you can.
You said I've never seen a weaker Adam's apple, and yours is looking a little farce.
Yeah, because it's surrounded by muscle. Anyway, in order for you to hop on here live,
we're live. I kind of didn't know we were live.
No, we're live. In order for you to hop on live, ask a question, hang out, chat, you need to be a premium member. We posted the link to join us in 2 different places. 1, on YouTube on the community tab for premium members. 2, in the Discord on the premium alert channel. Just click the link. You'll be in the queue, and we'll just start rifle through it. Ask questions, do your thing. If you're here on YouTube, you can click the join button. If you want to become a premium member, go to weonpicks.com. At the top, click become a member. You get all the bets, all the picks. You've heard the sales pitch 1 million times, and now you get to call into the show. This is a quick look at how well Jacob and I did last 3 weeks. We're up 38 units over the last 3 weeks. Last week was the most modest of them, but frankly, that's not our fault. We lost the main event. And both you and I had a bunch of bets on that fight. So,
they would have we'd have been billionaires.
Or Derek Lewis would have just knocked out Spivak, and that would have been that would have been
no fucking shot.
Well, now we know how soft he actually is. Anyway, last 3 weeks.
Whoa! Hey, Derek, wasn't me.
Well, if he's a premium member, he can come tell me to my face. If you want to be a premium member, weonpicks.com. We've actually been crushing it. Obviously, it will not last forever. We'll have our ups and downs, but we've had way more ups than downs. weonpicks.com. It is only $10 a month. And if you want $50, 50, for free, all you need to do is go to weonpicks.com/bets. We have 4 different betting partners. Sign up with any one of them, make a deposit, and we will send you $50 as a thank you. Jakey boy, you ready to get to the questions? We got people waiting. You ready?
Millions of them.
All right.
Call
here we go,
now,
Zodiac.
We got a line an hour long, baby.
All right. Here we go.
That's what
First
you're supposed
ever
to do.
call in live. Zodiac, you are live. Welcome.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
How's it going?
Sounds good. Well, thank you for adding all the new features you added recently. Useful. This is going to be useful too, hopefully.
Hopefully, as long as people keep their pants on and watch what they say, we'll be good and we'll continue doing it.
I recently saw on my DraftKings app that there's odds for the champ for 2023 in December, I guess. I don't know which one to sprinkle on just for the hell of it.
What
just
were the
some fun
choices?
shit. All of them,
obviously.
basically anyone.
What weight class?
All of them.
Just who do you think is not a champ? Yeah, just who do you think is not a champ right now that you think is going to be the champ by the end of 2023?
Oh, I think that's...
A lot of people are saying Hamzat, so probably going to go with that.
Oh, who will... Is it who will become a champion at any point in 2023?
The wording is
on
to
December
be
3rd.
Champion on 31st December 2023.
Oh,
like
okay.
Alex
That makes
Pereira
it much harder.
Is plus 175. Izzy is plus 150 for that division. So he's actually more of a favorite to be the champ than Pereira. There's Kamzat. There's Bobby Knuckles. There's Bo Nickel is like the 5th, which is like plus 1,200. Jack Hermanson, Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa is not bad value. Plus 4,000 as like the 8th or 9th one.
Yeah, if they keep playing this game.
Marvin Vittori, Jared Cannonier, Dricus Duplessis, who is about to get just fucking absolutely fucking
plus
annihilated.
20,000.
Plus 4,000. Derek Brunson, Andre Muniz, and the list goes on and on. Roman Dolidze.
Who's your pick, Zodiac?
I have no idea. Like I said, I feel like I'm going to sprinkle on Hamzat and probably...
little Ryan Hall action, maybe? I don't know what
Yeah.
his odds would be, but holy shit.
maybe Spivak. I don't know.
Ryan Hall.
Spivak would be an interesting one, I bet. What are his odds on here? They are.
Spivak. You know who else? John Jones. It's possible.
He's plus 275.
John
That
Jones
might
is?
not be bad. Mm-hmm. Spivak at plus 7,500. I mean, that's not. I mean, for a flyer, that's probably your best flyer situation. Because he's on the streak, right?
Yeah, anything could happen at heavyweight too.
Right. He's triple what Tai Tuivasa is, and I think he gets it before Tai Tuivasa gets another shot.
That's an interesting, interesting bet.
Just wanted to check this out, see if you guys had any thoughts on that. Just as kind of like a, general idea of what's going to happen in the future.
Sure.
But
well, I mean, we can go through the fucking rankings right now and go one by one and see how likely a new champ would be.
But yeah, I got to get back to work here. I'll keep listening in.
All right, we appreciate you. Thanks for hopping on.
Through.
Well,
You guys
thanks for
have a
being
good
a pre-member. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks
man.
for the question. See ya.
Like, we literally could just go here right now, answer his question, and just read off a few names of the top 5 and see how likely it is to change hands.
And
like
Lucky Tim, you are next. Let's round out this, and then we'll get to you. Anybody else looking to hop on, ask a question, make a comment? The link to hop on is in the Discord and on the community tab in YouTube for premium members only. So become a premium member if you already are. Go ahead and get that link. All right, Jakey, go through. Wait, what weight class should you go through?
I'm going through all of them just real quick. And do you think of the top like 3 or 4? Do you think it like Figgy? Figgy is facing Brand. Who do you think in the flyweight class is the champ at the end of
it's
the
a
end of next year?
full year is what makes it tricky.
It's got to be either Figgy or Moreno, because they're going to fight, and they're only going to fight whoever the champ is only going to fight one more time, probably next summer, next fall. They could fight for the fucking 5th time. Jesus Christ.
What's interesting.
Actually, Pantoja is probably good value.
Getting somebody who's inactive is solid. Honestly, Izzy's probably solid because he may not fight for a while, right? They may not do that rematch till the summer, then he wins, and then he doesn't fight again the rest of the year.
I think Pantoja is probably the best on the flyweight. Bantamweight, Aljo said he's only going to fight once next year, and he'll probably beat Sugar, I guess. Featherweight, you have Volkanovski, who probably isn't going to defend it except for once next year because he's doing the lightweight thing. Islam, Leon, he's not going to fuck. He's not going to fuck. There's no way Leon Edwards is going to lose that belt.
You can pick current champs? Oh, yeah, you said Pereira's
Yeah,
on there.
anyway,
So
it doesn't matter anymore.
Volkanovski's solid, you're right, because he'll fight 55, come back, fight 45, it'll sit forever. But he is pretty active guy.
And when he comes back, it'll be the winner of, who's the intern? Josh Emmett and Yair, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 2 people he
So
should
he'll
be
fight,
able to smoke.
Yeah, he should smoke both of those guys.
Yeah.
Volkanovski's not a bad one. Leon Edwards is probably the lock of the fucking century. He's going to fight Usman, destroy him in March or whatever it is, and then maybe fight in the fall, which will be
Covington could smoke him. Shimaev could smoke him.
He absolutely he dominates Shimaev. He might go down as the greatest champ of all time. I'm not even joking about that.
Are you being sarcastic?
I'm not being sarcastic. You see the way he dominated Usman in the first round of that fight? Knocked him out cold. He's going to dominate the rematch. Nobody else can touch him.
He gets taken down, though.
No, he doesn't. A little bit.
He just
a little bit. In high altitude, maybe.
Jeez. It boots you from the Melching when you get disconnected or whatever. I guess it considers that a kick. No, I kicked you. You were done with your question. I saw you trying to hang up, so I kicked you.
People.
No, it's are we ready for Lucky Tim? Lucky Tim, your camera's not on. It's fine if you don't want it to be, but just letting you know. All right. Lucky Tim, are you there?
Oh, God.
No Lucky Tim. Can't hear you. Oh, I see you messing with mute. You're unmuted, and we cannot hear you. Yep, he's gone. He's going to come back in. Yeah, that champ betting line is interesting because it's how long is that prop going to exist? Does it say? Like, are they going to take that down?
It's on DraftKings, so he only posted a few screenshots of some of the weight classes. But
while we're waiting, we have $20 super chat said, I promised a dono for Discord content. Gonna make an animated YouTube series, and it'll just be Angelo arguing about pizza. Listen, it wasn't an argument. Somebody went in there, had a picture. It looked like Domino's.
He's in the chat right now.
Okay. Patrick Shelley showed up, posted a picture. How good does this look? And honestly, we should take a poll. I should find the picture of pizza. I'm going to find it. I texted it to my friends and was like, look at this trash pizza. Everybody agreed it was trash pizza. I'm going to put this picture of the pizza up, and then you guys tell me if this is good or bad. So the guy posts this picture, and he goes, look at this. First of all, let me pull it up so I can describe just how horrific. Really point out. Here we go. Can I drag this here? There we go.
Oh my God, you're going to share it all.
No, I'm going to share a tab.
Better be careful here. Real careful here. We know it's on your desktop, Angelo. We know those folders on your desktop.
Here's the pizza.
Put a poll.
Thank you very much, Isaac.
Make a poll.
Go ahead. I'm only on Melon. All right, I'll make
I'm not logged in on YouTube. I'm in my account, so I can't.
Okay, hold on. I'll make the... You guys absorb this. I'm going to make a poll. And Lucky Tim, we see you again. Hopefully your audio works this time. Give me a second to put up this poll. Really
I modded I0 while you were gone, so you can kind of deal with that.
I mean, what the fuck, Jacob? All right. How do we do a poll?
Here we go. Father time. While we're doing this poll, let's take a poll on how long it takes Angelo to do a poll. We'll do a poll.
I don't think I can do a poll from my phone. I think I have to do it from the computer, which is the issue.
Oh my God.
Hold on, live chat. I can send myself money. Damn it. I gotta do it from the computer. Okay. Lucky Tim, we see you. Just sit tight for a second. Let me get a poll going about the slice of pizza. Just want to bury this fool that thinks this is decent pizza, and then we'll hop in to your question. Anybody else looking to hop on, ask a question? The link is in the premium Discord channel and on the community tab on YouTube. You just need to be a premium member, and you're good to hop on. Let me go ahead, create this poll. There we go. There we go. Start a poll. Is this pizza trash? No, just say, does this look like good pizza? Yes or no? Okay, poll is up. Okay, let me describe why this pizza is absolute filth shit. First of all, you can see the top's a little burnt. Okay? A little burnt cheese. Fine, I don't mind. The cheese is going all the way over the crust. The cheese is on top of the crust. That's not how you make good pizza. And look at this whole middle section. That means the bottom of this pizza was so soggy that the triangles didn't even come off as triangles. They were wet, and it peeled and it ripped. That's just trash pizza. And this dude's posting it in the Discord, just trying to pass it off. Oh, you guys don't, I live in Jersey. You know nothing. This is from the original, the best. This pizza's made. This looks like no pizza's bad pizza. It's sauce, cheese, bread. How bad could it be? But to push this off as good pizza and pretend, oh, I'm from Jersey, I know good pizza. Just look how terrible. Jacob, you're not really a pizza connoisseur. You're not even a big foodie. But can you please admit this looks like this doesn't look like good pizza?
If there's anyone more qualified to judge pizza,
Jacob worked at a pizza place.
I worked at a pizza place for 7 years. Manager, worked my way up, custodian, host, server,
your way up to
making pizzas, to stockish, and then all of a sudden I was the manager of this pizza place, and I was a damn good one doing it, working 60, 70 hours a week. Nobody worked harder than me. Nobody still works harder than me. But I will say, as somebody that has worked at a pizza place for 7 years, I literally would eat pizza I could eat pizza every single fucking day of my life. When I worked at the pizza place, I ate pizza for lunch every single day, never got tired of it. As a pizza connoisseur, I look at that, and if that thing's hot, I don't know the crust is garlicky. It looks like it might have maybe a glaze on it or something.
There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on.
But if this is coming out hot and you're doing the cheese thing and it's a little dripping cheese, I think that looks good, man.
I think that looks like good pizza, every single person in this chat, not a single person has said this looks like good pizza. This is unanimous. This pizza is not good. You're just saying that because You need people on your side to try to attack me. Fine. Everybody needs help with their bully. I'm your bully. I get it. This is not good pizza, okay? I think we've established that. Let's take this off the screen. Lucky Tim, you're up. Can you hear us? Do you have a microphone? Jesus.
Womp, womp. Get the fuck out of here, Lucky Tim.
You're just messing
Jesus
with the mute
Christ.
button. Now you're muted.
Holy shit. Now he's just trolling at this point. He's just fucking trolling at this point.
He is trolling.
Lucky Tim, get
Sorry,
your fucking
Lucky
life
Tim.
together.
First of all, if you're joining from a phone, like what's his name just did, use the microphone on the phone. I don't understand how you can not have a microphone.
He said this is the worst day of my life.
I mean, just join from your phone. The link works on your phone. Join from your phone. Back to this horrendous pizza. Guys, I'm going to shut this poll down because it's getting embarrassing how bad it
It's a
is.
little lopsided.
Yeah, it's just absolute
You're
garbage.
telling me if there's so here's the question for the pizza. If you're at a party, if you're at somebody's house, whatever.
No,
and
no,
this
no,
is put
no,
in
no,
front
no,
of you,
no, 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 no.
You're not
no.
going to eat it, right?
All
I mean, you're
pizza
gonna
is
fucking
good
eat that.
pizza. No. I generally just said it's sauce, cheese, bread. In any situation, it's like, yeah, all right, I'll eat it. We just had my daughter's birthday party at some trash. Well, it wasn't trash. It was at a play place. They put out this terrible pizza. Yeah, I ate the shit out of it. It's still pizza. But that's not what this was. Somebody didn't just post this, and then I was like, that looks awful. Somebody posted this and
brag
was
about
like, yeah, how good does this look? This is the pizza. This is the picture that you posted to say how good does this look? And, he may be. He's Jacob's buddy. Jacob knows him a little better than I do. But, yeah, things are not well
If he
with
is,
the person
he's
who...
Rain Man with the picks. Straight up.
Things are not well if this is brag about pizza. All right? If you're like, hey, this is what I'm eating, yeah, whatever. Not, hey, look at this. I know pizza. So I'm going to shut down the poll because things are not well. That felt good. It felt good to get. That was a good win to get. I'm glad I got it, frankly. Because in the Discord's a little lopsided against me because you're like the king of the Discord kids. So it's a little lopsided against me. So that was a nice win. You like to ruffle feathers and push. Not today. Not today, pal. Do I like Detroit or Chicago style pizza? Chicago style is not pizza. It's lasagna. That's lasagna. When it's this thick and it takes an hour to make, it's lasagna. And it's good, but it's not pizza. Detroit style pizza is good. That's basically Sicilian. You know what Sicilian pizza is, Jacob? Pizza boy?
The best fucking Detroit style pizza in the world. We used to go there. Like when we went there as a kid, it was like, holy shit, we're going to fucking Noble Romans was fucking place for as a kid, because then they had a big window and you could sit there and watch them make the pizzas and stuff, and that's what inspired me to chase my dreams and become a manager of a local pizza place.
And then the gym.
But it's good. Noble Romans was. I think it's trash now. Every time I've been to one lately, it's trash. But like back in the fucking when I was growing up, late 2000s, as a kid, as a 8-year-old kid in the 2000s, yeah, that was a place to go.
I never really had Detroit style pizza until I moved to Texas. They opened up a Killer Pie, which I guess is Detroit style pizza. It was very good. It's different. It's not like, oh, I want a slice. It's thick like this.
Right.
Yeah,
it's mostly
buttery.
bread. It's mostly bread. Yeah,
it's mostly bread, and they butter the shit. Maybe that's just this place, but it is
and a lot of sauce too.
No, I don't mind it. I thought it was good. They have some cool combinations at that Killer Pie place. You can get, if I'm craving pizza, that's not what I'm going to get, but it was certainly good. What are you laughing at?
Nah, somebody's just sent me a picture.
Of what? Ew.
Of you. As you sleeping last night.
What? What's happening?
Huh?
You have weird inside jokes with people going on right now?
What are you talking about?
Absolute creek. Anyway, somebody sent you a picture of me sleeping. Okay.
I got people.
Sorry, going through the comments here. I enjoyed Quick Pick video. He seemed more loose and cracked a couple jokes. It was better. I know he's a straight man in this paradigm. I'm absolutely, there's no doubt about it that I'm the straight one in this group. And yeah, I've just, I still have my script Jacob likes to make fun of my script. I still have my script for the quick picks, but I'm not as edit heavy. I'll just let it ride if I mess up. But yes, I am straight. The whole team.
And yes, I am straight.
That was like
say it louder for the people in the back, Angelo.
You're not a
little insecure there, huh?
You're not from the Northeast, but like Mike Piazza, you know who Mike Piazza was, right? The catcher for the Mets.
He was that guy in King of Queens.
Was Mike Piazza in King of Queens?
I assume that at some point they went to Mets games. So.
Well, so Mike Piazza was the catcher for the Mets. Very like pretty boy. Like he was a metrosexual before that had a term. Pretty good looking dude, like whatever.
I think he was just like Latin. I think all those dudes looked like that in the 90s.
Piazza?
Just well put together.
I assure you he was not a Latin. Anyway, he literally, because he was like good looking and well kept, which people were not used to that in the 80s and 90s, he had to do a press conference being like, I'm not gay. An I'm not gay press conference because rumors were flying just because he was
Manti Te'o did that same thing.
That's right. Well, because he was fake engaged and then fake killed her off. That was. I actually felt really bad for him in that documentary because
you
could see how it happened.
He's the hero of the whole thing. He was just too good of guy. I mean, literally, he was just too good of guy. Just got tricked up and poor guy. Poor guy. Because it's true. Like back then, if you were to meet someone, whatever like that, you wouldn't have thought. Because I think they said the Catfish show didn't come out until like a few months later or something like that, and so it's just you get caught up in that. I'm not gonna say it hasn't happened to me.
Have you been catfished?
I mean, I'm dating Amanda Rebus right now, so you tell me.
And for some reason, her profile's not verified, but still, it's her. I almost got catfished.
It's Rebus with a Y.
I think I almost got catfished. It was like some chick on MySpace when MySpace was a thing. And you just start talking on the phone. Like there's no FaceTime.
Did you have a top 4, top 8, top 16? What'd you go with? What'd you rock it on the MySpace?
What was the number?
Choose. Yeah,
I don't remember what the number was.
Most people had top 8.
I think it was top 8. It might have been top 4. I don't remember.
I couldn't
come up with 8 people.
I couldn't find. I can't. There's no. I'm on 6, 7. Like maybe Jeremy that I met the other day. I don't know.
Funny.
So I cut it to 4. It was my 3 roommates or 4 roommates. I remember 3 roommates and then someone else. I think.
I remember Glover Teixeira was in my top, but this is when he was like 20 something and nobody, like was just at the gym. Yeah. So he was in there, and then this one kid I ended up.
Yeah, rest in peace, Joe Rogan.
What? Why'd you say rest in peace, Joe Rogan?
Well, it's rest in peace to Joe Rogan. Why wouldn't I say that? You didn't hear?
Shut up. You're just a mess talking about getting pictures of God knows what.
Well, why would somebody say that unprompted by me? They just said rest in peace, Joe. I just assumed everyone knew what was going on.
All right. Well, I looked it up. Joe Rogan's not dead. Was that the get?
That's every fucking MMA chat there is. People just spam rest in peace Joe Rogan, rest in peace Joe Rogan. It just spammed.
I don't join
over
other people's MMA chats.
Holy
I could give a
shit. No, like the UFC chats and all sorts of stuff. Holy fuck.
I guess I'm old enough to almost have been catfished on MySpace. Let me finish that up. Anybody who wants to hop on, ask a question on camera, call it like a radio show. The link is in the Discord for under the premium channel and for premium members on YouTube on the community channel. Anyway, it was MySpace. Because remember MySpace like let you search for single women and stuff between an age group?
What the fuck?
You don't remember MySpace? Dude, MySpace, you could literally search for gender, relationship status, and miles. So you could say single women between this age group 6 miles away, 5 miles, whatever.
They should have that on Instagram.
Yeah, I think they shut it down for a reason. But anyway, so I started talking to some girl, a couple profile pics. This is long before Catfish existed.
Getting her picture, like just loading. That's a dial-up joke. That's a '90s joke.
It's a solid joke. But she, so then we started talking on the phone. Her voice was a little raspy. I was like, okay.
Oh, you got to the phone stage, huh?
Yeah.
So
But
you
then
had
like
phone sex,
Well,
100%
so then I
with
was
a catfished man.
so then I coached.
Yeah,
I was the
you
head.
didn't say no.
I was no. I was the head coach of the high school wrestling team. So I was like, come out, come watch a meet. Didn't show. Same excuses you see on the Catfish TV show. But I was like, this is whatever. Fuck off. Then calling whatever. Then, oh, my car broke down. Asked for money. I was like, yep, no, I'm out. But this is before anybody knew what Catfish was. So I think that was his. I think I was getting
I always
catfished.
knew stranger danger.
I didn't think it was a hot redhead. Or now I don't think so. Patrick Sally apologizing for the absolute trash city pizza that he tried to pass off as good pizza by gifting 5 We Want Picks memberships. Thank you, Patrick. Listen, right now the link is just for premium members, but should I maybe I should just I'll throw it up for regular members as well, since people are gifting memberships. I'm going to throw it up for regular members, all channel members. So if you are a channel member on YouTube, I just posted the link. Go to our page, the community tab. There's a link. You can join our live, ask a question. This is for YouTube members, premium members, everybody else. You got it going. Was trying to bring her a high school wrestling meet. No, not bring her to. I said, come. You come here. Let me show off how good we are at this. My name's on the wall of fame. That's the move. You know who else's name? Have I ever told you this? Did I show you this when you visited? Do you know who else's name is on our wall of fame? I think I've told you.
You showed me it, but I wasn't impressed.
Bruce Jenner is the answer. Bruce Jenner went to my high school. Have I ever had New Haven pizza? I'm from Connecticut, my man. So yes, of course I've had New Haven pizza. I prefer New York style pizza than New Haven. People love New Haven. I know anybody who watches Portnoy, he picked New Haven pizza as his favorite pizza in the entire country. The reason I'm not a giant New Haven pizza fan, I do love it. There's no real by the slice joints. They're all just like big pizzas. You cut them in, like sal and pepe. You just cut that shit in random zigzags.
What did you just say?
What?
Wait, back up. When you said something like salt and pepper or something like that.
Sal's or Pepe's.
Oh,
those are the famous pizza places.
I thought you said a little salt and pepper, and you said it like salt and pepper.
I'm not from Massachusetts. Anyway, they so I like New Haven style pizza, but I prefer New York. You go up to the counter, glass counter. Let me get this, and this. They throw it in the oven. They cook it a second time, crispy, crunchy, ready to go. I took you to New York. You had New York pizza. Was it what you thought it would be? Did it live up to the hype?
The Grey Gambino.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I love the New York slice. I even did the old fold in half jobby there. Fold in half, turn it, shove it all the way in and out, in out.
Did you really not grow up folding pizza? How the hell did you eat it?
We don't have
Like two
pizza
hands
slices
like
that big. Our pizza slices are this big. We don't have. I mean, you guys have the big slices that it makes sense to fold those in halves. It feels like you can eat a lot more too. I mean, you fold it in half and you eat it, and it's like literally the only pizza like that in Indiana is Sbarro's.
Sbarro's is actually for
I
chain.
fucking love Sbarro's.
Sbarro's is probably the best chain pizza.
When I worked at Kmart, it was a Kmart in, and that aged me a little bit, but it was a Kmart in a mall, and the food court in the mall, there was only one place. It was a pizza place. Every day for my lunch break, I would get a slice of pizza, 2 breadsticks, and a salad every single day. Just pull a little pepperoni pizza, big old slice. That's the best. I love Sbarro's. So
Somebody just said, is this comment true or is this more spam? Is this what the people do? Delidze stepping in for Brunson versus Hermanson. Topology doesn't show it. Well, that's very interesting if that's the case. I guess we'll see.
Barney Harney.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm like, my brain's like trying to. I think you got to go Delidze, right? Like, especially the streak he's on, the shit he's doing to people. But it is. If he's stepping in for Brunson, not against Brunson. If he's stepping in for Brunson, I think he murders Jack Hermanson.
I don't know. I thought that what's his name is going to kill Jack Hermanson too, and he just danced around and flipped him off, and then got mad that he wouldn't fight him.
Yeah,
Chris Curtis.
Yeah.
I mean, he was walking him down, but he's like literally just chasing him around the octagon and then flipped him off. And he's a wild dude, too. And he's all over my girl, Deanna, which really kind of pisses me the fuck off. Like on
they
Twitter,
are all about each other on Twitter.
I mean, they're just
100%.
always talking. It's like, Chris, come on, man. Like, I've been working on this my whole life. This is my moment. You know?
I agree.
I've already been dating her fake profile for 3 years. I'm already in this relationship.
Dude, you do. And you think, like, Jacob's obviously, like, half joking, but you legit, like, react to every story with your little fucking stupid, sexy comments and, like,
Okay. Case in point. Manny Hebas posted a picture. This is the picture. Whoa. That's, whoa! Just kidding. A little picture like that. Mm-hmm. So I made a little comment, and it just says, you can't really read it, but it says, hey! That's all it says. And everyone laughed at me in Discord, like, why would you say that? And she replied, hello.
I'm not going to ask you who wins that.
I'm the best at the game. I'm the best at this.
Okay, settle down. Okay, that's fine. Sure.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna be polite, but yeah, sure. Curious guys, do you make more money on your bets or membership? Oh, you mean like our revenue? It's kind of personal. Asking people about money's kind of just a touch personal. That's like the episode of The Office where the first thing out of Dwight's mouth, what'd you pay for this house? What'd you pay for this? And that was before the internet existed, so it was not easy to see what people pay.
The internet existed? The fuck? The Office was in 2000.
Before like Zillow and all that?
Oh, you literally said before the internet.
Well, I meant like Zillow would just tell you prices of stuff. I guess you're asking me about that. That says hero in Italian. That was the name, so you guys know I managed professional fighters for a while. That was the name.
Cue the music.
I saved the baby, so the building was on fire. And she said, you are my hero. And I said, I can never forget this moment. And I need to make sure I always remember that I can be a hero. I can be your hero, baby. So yeah, it says hero in Italian. When I managed fighters, the name of it was Hero Sports Management. And that was WeWantFights.com. Okay, shut up. It's over. Do you think
can take my breath away? You gotta do the accent too.
Did you think? I know you bet on Charles Johnson, all that bullshit, all that shit aside. Did you think Zalgas was robbed?
You talking to me? Of course I didn't think Zalgas was robbed. The guy literally, he significant strikes. He had more significant strikes than Charles Johnson by 4 or 5 or something like that. 40, I think it was 49 of his significant strikes were leg kicks, which did nothing. It didn't stop Charles Johnson at all. He stomped out his foot a few times, but he was getting walked in the whole time. 0 damage, 49 leg kicks. He was outstruck to the head 60-30. I mean, Charles Johnson was doing whatever he wanted in that fight. And I agree with Charles Johnson. I don't know if you saw it today. He came out and said, he literally came out and said, I thought the decision was weird as well because I thought I won every single round. And I agree with him. I thought he
didn't win the first round. Do you think he won the first round? He didn't win the first. How did he win the first round?
That's the only round he outstruck Zalgas. What the fuck are you talking about? How do you win the first round?
Didn't Zalgas come out, blast him, put power, push him forward, and get a takedown? Didn't all that happen in the first round?
No, I don't know. Probably
yes. Not. The takedown might not have been in the first, but Zalgas won that first round. He came forward with power, was landing with power.
Those boards don't work on water unless you've got power. Anybody know that movie?
No. Surf Ninjas?
Dude, Zalgas landed 18 leg kicks in the first round alone.
Why is that a bad thing?
Well, just kind of a little wild.
Yeah, listen, the people have spoken. Jacob does too much trolling. I need to fire this albino. Oh, you're the albino. Yikes.
Who's the albino?
Apparently you, and I need to fire you because Zalgas won 1-2. Charles won the third only. Listen, I don't think it was a robbery. I'm perfectly fine with Charles winning that fight, and I said it in my recap video. A lot of it has to do with how they carry themselves. Because even though in the first round Zalgas was pressuring forward, landing, he just looks desperate. You know what I mean? He just like looks He just has like a look on his face, and he just looks desperate, and it just doesn't seem comfortable. He's like constantly looks like he's panicked. So, dude, what was that?
What, me? I just
Yeah,
said.
you were like this to your
just-
microphone. No, thank you. No, I can hear it.
Oh, you can hear that?
Yes, very clearly. So no, thank you. Please stop doing that. Okay. All right.
I have to listen to that back, huh? Get in the shower later?
100%. 100%. And
When's the last time you
guys,
took a bath?
I don't. Literally, the last time I took a bath might have been.
It was probably a baby oil bath when I was preparing for Nationals wrestling.
No. You have to weigh in. Of all the big tournaments, you weigh in the morning as well. So you can't be soaking in any extra fluids.
Cool.
You weigh in the day you compete. So that doesn't
Okay.
work. It's not MMA. Anyway, I think I was like a hotel room for work. And I was like, fuck it. Took a nice hot bath. Yeah.
In a
I think
hotel,
I was
do
in.
you know how dirty that fucking bathtub is? And that's the
But it was
worst place you could ever take.
massive. It had a TV. It had a
Holy
TV
shit,
in the
a
hotel.
bath.
The bathroom
how
had a
many
TV.
Feet have been just
So what? That is so stupid. Would you sleep in a hotel bed?
How many other people are just soaked in that? Oh my god! They just walk in there. Little
Have you
quick
slept
wipe.
in a hotel
Holy
bed before?
Shit.
With
At least they wash those sheets. They just been like on
Yeah,
the
they don't wash
bathtubs.
the-
They're not in there. You've seen how quickly they turn over those rooms.
No, I don't
Holy
watch.
shit.
$1.99 from Quint Lazenby. Good evening, boys. Doing well? I'd say so. We annihilated the pizza freak. So that was a good win. And now we're just hanging out. I'm not drinking. I never drink on the streams. I should because it's pretty casual and loose just hanging out. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, this is a good point. So the live odds were crazy. Did you think actually, if you were positive that Charles Johnson was winning that, and I know you were doing the stream, you should have bet $10 million live on Charles Johnson at plus money.
Well, I'm trying. I sit here and I make sacrifices for the stream. I sit here and I entertain throughout the entire fight. There's no time. We're constantly
time.
working to try and find angles, shots that we can phone in and give Charles Johnson some advice. So, but we were everyone that was on the stream knows that I was very confident. I was very confident that Johnson was going to win that decision. I was very confident.
I think I literally
in Johnson
was
winning that
watching-
decision.
I think I was literally watching your reaction because that was determining if you were going to be up units or not, right? Because you had like 5 units on you.
It was ungodly amount of, it was really, really, really on Charles Johnson at that point. Yeah, I was just sitting here like this, like, oh god, just listen. And then they said it's a split. And I said, oh, it's a split. And then they said they announced it as the Pride of Kansas City or something like that. And when he said the Pride of, I'm like, oh, that sounds like some Dagestani, like something like the Pride of something. I just assumed it was August's nickname. And they were like the Pride of Kansas City. I'm like, what the fuck? Like Charles Johnson was like, holy shit, I knew it all along.
I feel bad that Zalgas retired immediately after that. Poor bastard. It broke him.
Hey, because he's terrible.
Anyway, I mean, this is a fun idea. I actually have no liquor in the house right now. None. We have none. Tiffany had girls' night for the UFC, whatever that
I don't keep
pay-per-view
liquor
was.
in my home. I don't keep alcohol in my home, so.
Too many temptations. The devil.
This is a clean home.
And they drank all my
dry, very dry. Dry leaves.
I bet. What? Okay.
I don't know. You probably didn't understand what I said, but somebody
Dry leaves? I did not understand what you said. What does dry leaves mean? Can you explain it? Is dry leaves a thing? And again, I'm just too old to get it? Is that what this is? No, okay. You know what's funny? When I was coaching the high school, and even like for a little bit when I was coaching here in Texas, I was like, you hear all the bullshit from the kids, so you're in the loop. But now that I'm way out of the loop. I hear none of the shit. None of it.
Cool.
So I don't know any of the cool lingo. I'm just an old man. Just an old man.
Cool.
Yo, Angelo, what are the chances of Jacob's Quick Picks audio file getting uploaded to Spotify weekly? Yeah, you have asked that quite a bit. Here's the problem. Jacob uploads his own video from his house. So I don't have the raw file to put it on. It only takes 10 seconds.
It's penthouse apartment. I mean, let's
Sorry,
let's not
from his
shortchange
own-
me here.
Jacob uploads his Quick Fix video from his rental apartment. But the I don't have that raw file. I would have to download it from YouTube and then upload it, which I can
And he's
try
just
that
not willing
next
to work
week.
that hard.
I'll try it next week. I just don't know what it does to the quality. And I will have fiber in January. So start the new year. I will have full gig fiber up and down. So video quality should improve.
Well, just like my rented apartment.
Let's see. He could send it, but he also didn't want to make a thumbnail for this video. So
Yeah, how'd you guys like that thumbnail? Well, that was a fucking piece of work of art, huh?
was it that
Jesus
bad?
Christ.
Is that why you sent it to the Discord? Do you get
I was
it?
like,
All right, here, let's see. I'll put it on
holy
this.
shit.
Put it on
You were like, is this good? I was like, please put that in Discord. And everyone was like real nice to you. Like, oh, I think Kim was like did a fire emoji or something. It's like, Kim, like, it's fucking, let's grow up here. You know what I mean?
Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I thought it was a good thumbnail. Are you guys ever going to a live UFC? I've been to some. Have you ever been to one, Jacob?
No, remember we wanted to go and then you were like, no, I'm scared of airplanes. So we didn't go.
No, that's not what happened. So Jacob was visiting me. This is before he lived in Texas. He was visiting. One of my good friends worked. He doesn't work for them anymore, but he worked for the company that owns like all these arenas, SEG or whatever the hell. They own all these arenas around the world. He got to go to the Grammys, the Emmys, all these places. And it was, who was it? It was Cowboy versus
Connor, yeah.
It was Connor versus Cowboy, and he texted me, I'm heading to Vegas. Do you have tickets? Or do you want to come? And, we should have, honestly. But I got the kids.
And that was a Saturday morning for the Saturday night fight.
Yeah, we would have had to get, we had a few hours to get our flight. We looked up the flights. They were, expensive, but they weren't crazy.
Like
and I have
$5 was like,
I have reward
I mean,
points.
Jesus Christ, I spend more on that on fucking Uber Eats every day.
I mean, your Uber Eats bill must be astronomical. Pull up
I
your
backed
Uber
it
Eats.
down.
Pull it up. I'm curious. Read let's hear the
I
numbers.
backed it down.
I'm very curious to hear walk
The dates?
us
You just
through.
want me to go like the dates?
I want the dates and the dollar amounts.
Well,
Who cares? It's not a personal question. And you are not.
pull up your credit card. Let's see the
No, just Uber
let's
Eats.
see the cost and then how much you're
didn't-
paying for everything. Making sure
I didn't
that
say
you get some good
OnlyFans.
deals
I
here.
said Uber Eats. said Uber Eats.
OnlyFans.com/the Salamander. If you want to pay for my Uber Eats, I don't know how the fuck to see my account. Is it in orders? Or?
Yeah, just hit orders.
It's not orders. It's cart. Oh, orders in the cart. Okay, got it.
Let's hear it.
I mean, how far do you? I mean, you want me to just do my last one?
Yeah, to go backwards. I want the
Okay,
date.
So the newest one.
Yeah, and then go
Okay.
backwards. What's
November
the date?
19th.
Which is
Okay,
2
that's
days
3
ago.
days ago.
3
days ago.
That is a long time. What have you been eating?
I know. 2 items. Wendy's. How much do you
I
think
want
that
time.
would cost?
I want time as well. 9 p.m., 11 p.m. Because I know you get those
6:13
donuts.
PM. This was after I got done streaming for 7
Yes.
hours.
Okay.
So I think I've earned this one. Oh, and by the way, I tried to get, it was Wendy's. I got a Baconator, and I want to get chicken nuggets, too, because sometimes it's good to have, a little mix of the meat, It's
Food
like
triangle.
Thanksgiving. It's like you have, ham and turkey. But ham is shit. And they gave me 2 orders of fries instead of the chicken nuggets, so I was a little bit upset with that. That's $35.
It's like a fucking ripoff. It's such a fucking ripoff.
That was $35.
Jesus.
I think I was in a good mood. I think I tipped them like $8. Yeah, the tip was $8. So. Which
And you
I'm a
live
very good tipper.
1 mile. You live 1 mile from that Wendy's.
I think
too.
it's 1.1. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like you live
Actually, it
right
might
by
say
that
in here.
Wendy's. And really, everybody knows only the nicest apartments are near fast food.
It's 0.8 miles away.
Yeah, it's right outside. You go through the barbed wire, and then it's right on the other side.
This one's in the penitentiary. That's
Yeah, what's the
penitentiary.
next? What's the next one?
It's right next door. The night before, that was Friday night, just pizza.
Hold on, I think we got a super chat. It didn't show up as a super chat. Was this just a comment of him saying $5? Anyway, if it was a super chat. Oh, okay. I don't have the alert. Anyway, from Sam Dean, pair character lifting some weights. Is that about me?
No, Jesus Christ. It's because it translates what the emoji is in text. So you're just reading what the fucking emoji is. You fucking dumb piece of shit. God damn it, man. It's... Oh. God. I can't do this shit anymore, man. I literally can't fucking do this shit anymore. Pair character lifting some weight, saying keep it up. What a weird message that is, Sam. What does that mean? Is that about me? You immediately went to that.
Because I like showed my tattoo, so I thought he was saying like I was shaped like a pear, but his arm looked decent, so the pair character started lifting some weights. I thought it was a fat joke with a compliment attached to it. Anyway,
fucking do this shit.
Thanks for the super chat. Pair character.
I'm literally crying, man.
$5 from Albert B. Where's my Whopper hamburger exclamation.
I love Whoppers, man.
Oh, I hated Burger King. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Burger King was always my least favorite of the fast food. I never liked Burger King. And then as an adult, we went to like Disney. I flew to Florida to visit my mom with my girlfriend at the time. And then we were going to Disney and we stopped. My stepdad was driving. We stopped at Burger King because it was his favorite place. And I got a Whopper. I was like, oh, this is fucking good. And ever since then, since then,
they got good flavor on those sweet little patties there. The only fast food place in the town that I like went to high school with, I didn't really grow up there, but I went to high school with was Dairy Queen and Burger King. That was it. So every morning for Burger King, you know how busy that place was before school. There was just one Burger King, literally right across the street from the high school. Yeah, that's a small town living, baby. I mean, we had one. Literally, the only intersection we had a blinking red light until after I graduated. Not even a stoplight, a blinking red light. And it was a highway. And it was a blinking red light.
I could not.
Small town living.
I couldn't do it. My only issue with Burger King, it's probably the most inconsistent of every fast food restaurant. Like McDonald's is exactly the same every time. You go to Burger King, you don't know who you're going to get, how they're going to make it. It could be an absolute.
When you get the one that was in Florida, that Burger King was a Burger King, and when I would go there, the one
outside of Paseo.
Yeah, it was fucking. They knew me. They knew every time I would go there.
You ever go inside? It was gross.
I've never been inside.
Yeah, it was gross.
It was fucking fast food. That's like, oh my god. People are like, oh my god, how do you eat Waffle House? It's so grody. Waffle House is the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. I don't give a fuck.
I like
go to Waffle House and eat. Yeah, but people are like, oh my god, it's so disgusting. It's like every place. I worked in a restaurant. Do you want to know what goes on? Everything you see. If you've watched the movie Waiting with Ryan Reynolds, everything that happens in that movie is 100% fact. There is nothing in that movie that I have not seen in the back of a restaurant. It is everything you think happens in the back of a restaurant, and every restaurant. That's just the way of life. You get some germs, you get sick a little bit, a little hepatitis. They got stuff for that.
Oh, I hear you. Real quick, anybody who wants to hop on the live stream, ask a question. If you are a YouTube member, click on the community tab. There's a link. If you are a premium member through the website, in the Discord, there is a link under premium alerts. Hop on, ask us about food. Quint Lazenby, $5, Angelo, Joe Biden, Bodetti. Because I'm old.
Probably the
losing it a little bit.
Dipshit.
First of all, relax. Okay? I have the script. I don't need the script. First of all, I write the script. It's not like I have somebody writing the shit for me. I have the script so I can make all of my points as quickly as possible. There's so much content packed into those breakdowns because of the script. Otherwise, you just get, listen, it's striker versus wrestler. I got to go with the wrestler.
I have no issues, and I don't write fucking anything down. So I think it's just an intelligence thing.
And who gets more views and likes? But, hey. Hey. Throw up a poll for what? What was the question?
In my bedroom.
That's the answer. Can Chimaev beat Alex? Probably, yeah. Just going to be diving at legs. Take him down. Izzy took him down. So, yes, I think Chimaev will take him down. He just needs to not play games, though. Sorry, reading the comments here. Somebody asked a favorite fish sandwich. I'm a
big Long John Silver's guy.
Yeah, but you get their chicken fingers.
They got me. They gave me fish on accident sometimes, and it's not too bad. I don't realize it until I dip it in ketchup, and I'm like, they put so much batter. You know how the batter like just takes control of everything at Long John Silver's, and that's why you go there.
No, I don't. I've never been. No, thank you.
Oh, well, Long John Silver's is fucking incredible because of the batter on the chicken. But even when I get fish on accident sometimes, I'll put in ketchup and I'm eating it and there's so much batter and I'll be like, yeah, I think that's fish. And I'll take like another bite. But I mean, the fish isn't bad.
I think that's
But we lived
fish.
in Florida, so I mean, I like legit fresh fish, like fresh grouper and stuff. I love that. Or
I like
bluegill.
fish.
I'm from the Midwest, so we would fish and go catch bluegill, clean them, fry them up.
I like fish, and I'll order a fish sandwich at a restaurant because I'm a big sandwich. Like in Florida, like you said, the grouper sandwich. You get some slaw on there, some lemon.
I like grilled though, because I'm not a grilled girl. So, give me fried. If you ever get fried fish, all you can taste is the fried batter on the fish. Just get fucking chicken.
Depends.
If you're getting fish, get grilled. I'm not even blackened, just grilled. Enjoy the fish or fuck off.
Okay. Anyway, some fish, the thick ones, perfectly good fried. Anyway, but I'm not getting fast food fish sandwiches. That's not happening. Although, have you ever seen that channel, Mythical Morning? They've got 15 million subscribers. They do all sorts of food, like competition, whatever. And I think they did who has the best fish sandwich. And I think the winner was like Jack in the Box or something weird. It was like a weird winner.
I still never had Jack in the Box. I know you love it.
Oh, dude, that is my go. I'll never eat it while it's light outside.
They're little mini tacos.
Well, not the mini ones are like new.
The fried tacos.
The fried tacos are. Oh my god, I legit
so
look
divine.
forward. I will look forward. I will be like, tonight, people are coming over. I'm going to drink and then order. Like I won't eat dinner so that I could order Jack in the Box a little tipsy. I love Jack in the Box. As drunk food at night, not during the day, and you regret it.
I don't drink, so.
Yeah, who's the cool guy? Oh. Well, your youth pastor? He got you off the booze? Played a little song on his guitar? Clown. Absolute clown. Let's see. See? This guy gets it. Sneak Attack Zach gets it.
I have literally regained consciousness. I've done that at a fucking Waffle House. Or not a Waffle House, a White Castle many times.
That's funny you've had White Castle. Where? Indiana?
Indiana, I lived right across the street from one, but just right down the road. I have White Castle all the time. Oh my god, White Castle, that hits different, more different. I have a funny White Castle story. It has to do with my dad. My dad got a new car, or no, my mom got a new car, but we took her car to a Pacers game. We had season tickets growing up. It's unreal. I mean, Colts, Pacers, it's what it is. But we were going to a Pacer game, and on the way back, my mom just said, "Don't get food on the way back because I don't want my car smelling like food." It's her new car. On the way back, my dad, it's the '90s, so he had a few.
Stinks.
I mean, it's the '90s, so he had a few beers at the game. He's still driving. It's no big deal. I'm running around in the back seat. We stop at fucking White Castle, and he leaves it in the car. He actually left some in the car. She was not very happy because
White Castle
couldn't get that out.
Stinks.
Yeah, you can't get that out.
Stinks. Yeah. White Castles. We didn't have any in Connecticut. They were in New York, dude. When I first met Tiffany, she bought the frozen White Castle.
I bought those.
Those are so disgusting.
I bought it just because I was craving it. Because in Florida, they don't. I think there's some White Castles, but not anywhere where we lived. And I was craving it. I saw it at Publix, and I got them, and I cooked them up. And I'm just like, as I'm eating it, it's still like cold in the middle, and I'm eating. And I was just like, oh god, it's so good. Just trying to convince myself that it tastes like actual White Castle.
This is what I thought it would be. I'm gonna put up this poll because shut the fuck up about it. 6 votes. Hold on, let me put up the poll. The most urgent poll in the world. Start a poll. Aspen Ladd or Julia
I don't know why I thought mods would be able to do polls and stuff, but
I thought so too. I thought it was in the list of and you're more than a moderator.
thank you so much.
You're my friend. You're more than a moderator
Thank
to me.
you so much.
Yeah, there's your poll. I hope it gets 3 votes. You can stop asking about it. Quinn said Angelo's funny tonight. Listen, pal. I'm always the funny one. Jacob's just the bombastic. That's probably the term, right? Would you call yourself
I voted
bombastic?
for Bud, but I have no idea who that even is. So that's one vote. That's a little lopsided as well. Ladd will not make weight. Is it still at 135 or does she move up? If it's still 135, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Is she automatic? Is this like the first round of the tournament? Is she automatically entered into that like tournament they have, the PFL?
The finals are Friday, and thanks to your replacement,
Patrick.
Artem,
No.
we have a breakdown for that video. People seem to be liking it. All the comments I see are
Autumn.
positive.
Oh, my name's Autumn. I love kangaroos.
Dude, that was like all over the place.
Oh, my name's Autumn. Here to
full
break
world
down
tour.
the PFL for ya. Just got to get this roo off me porch.
It's Rue. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get off here, you roo. Piece of shit. You fucking wanker. Roo.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, Julia Budd's dominating this poll. All right, did you get what you wanted? You happy now, pal?
Who wanted the poll so bad?
Somebody asked about 11 times, literally. So,
You fucking roo. Ah, you're a fucking little Joey, ain't ya? Not even a fucking roo.
You're not
yet.
even
Just a little Joey.
we'll hang out for a few more minutes, and then we'll get going. I don't know about you, but all this talk about
Yeah, I mean, I usually do this for 7 hours, but you're an hour in and you just fucking, you're over it. I get it.
it's an. I'm not over it. Ask questions, fire away. I'm having a good time, but you know, it is an off week. I'm trying to enjoy my fucking
What are you gonna go do?
downtime. Well, if
Specifically.
we stream, and with which hand? If we stream too long, then after this, I'm just going to go to bed. If we get some time, then no, maybe I'll watch, you know.
Maybe I'll order some Uber Eats.
All right, you know what? Then I'm going to pour myself some alcohol and hang out. Okay, you trying to hang out or you trying to go in a little bit? You tell me.
I mean, I have nothing to fucking do, so my life's a joke, Angelo. If we're gonna be honest, I got fucking. It's either I sit here and stare at this screen, or I sit on my couch and stare at a different screen. So there's nobody texting me. There's nobody. I mean, it's just. So.
Nobody checking.
If you're asking me if I want to just hang out with a bunch of people instead of just sitting by myself, yeah, I think I'd like to just kind of hang out with some people.
All right, well then you hang out, keep talking. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Let me pour myself a drink.
All right.
Just don't.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Your headphones disconnected, and then you muted yourself or something.
I can't.
So. Yeah, what should if we're gonna sit here? Should I order some Uber Eats or something? Some fucking Uber Eats. Thanks for everyone. By the way, this was Angelo's idea to do the call-in thing. Thank you so much, everyone that called. I know we couldn't quite get to everyone that was calling in. There was just so many people. This was such a successful situation that everyone was just backing up and couldn't wait to call in. Couldn't get to everyone. That's just the way it goes when you have so many people that were calling into the show. So, thanks so much for supporting Angelo's idea. He knew that this was going to be super successful, and turns out it was. So I think every single week we'll have all you hundreds of callers. So if you think get in this week, tune in. Maybe we'll do this next week, and you'll have a different chance of getting in. But make sure you get in here early. That way we have a chance to get to you. So, shit. I missed it. How many people called in? Fucking 2. And 1 didn't even get to ask a question, I think. I think it was just 2. Wasn't it just Zodiac that asked a question? Lucky Tim couldn't even do it. Holy shit. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the grind of the live streams, man. We're an hour in. He's like, I got to go to bed. We're doing this. If you guys have never seen my Saturday live streams, I'm telling you right now, you're fucking missing a ton. You're missing a ton. And did you guys know, I don't know if you guys know, I haven't talked to you guys since Saturday. If you guys did not know, Fernie was the lock of the week. I posted my reaction to lock of the week on Twitter. I didn't tag him. I didn't do anything. He replied. Fernie replied to my lock of the week reaction video of him almost get that first round sub, and he fucking apologized. So I don't know if Fernie knew that he was lock of the week going in and was like, man, sorry for whatever. He said, I posted it. He said, sorry, man, I thought I had that also. Because I posted the video of my reaction stuff. So Fernie literally said, sorry, man, I thought I had that also. Like, I think he literally was apologizing because he knew he was lock of the week. It was too much pressure, man. Too much pressure. It got to him. I really thought, if you guys didn't watch that live stream, oh my God, he dropped that dude. I don't want to hear any bullshit about the lock of the week loss this week, because Brady got dropped in fucking the first 10 seconds of that fight, and Fernie had that submission completely locked in. I mean, I've never seen something under the neck more in that situation, and just couldn't get it done. But yeah, he reached out and he apologized, which is what a great dude, man. What a great dude.
Actual fight talk. Didn't expect to come back to that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about the whole time.
Do I have to rewind when we're done here? I remember one of the very first times this is like when we were still figuring this shit out, And you did a live stream
for 12 years, so I know what I'm doing.
And look how far you got. And you called me like what was that?
That's off and on. I called you a piece of shit, you piece of shit.
Yeah, and I was like, you can't do that. Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck?
Look at us now.
I will say, this is going to...
Hey, who would have thought? Not me.
Hey. Like if it's a sitcom, I'm walking away. Hey,
you don't know what that's from? You don't know what I'm referencing right now? Jesus, you are so old, man.
No, what?
Jesus Christ, it's Paul Rudd when he's on the Hot Ones or whatever. You never seen that meme where he's like, hey, look at us. And then the guy said, who would have thought? And he went, not me. So funny. You are fucking old, man. How have you never seen that?
Wait, what was it again? Sorry, I was responding to a text.
Paul Rudd on Hot Ones. He
says,
hey,
yeah.
Who would have thought? Not me.
Clever. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. Your
what
script
was I
isn't
saying?
here,
Sorry.
so yeah. I mean, you don't have the fucking script, so
I got a random work text right now, which completely threw me off. Because I never get texts from this guy, and I'm like, oh God, what happened?
I usually turn my phone off for the streams. So
yeah, because it's going crazy when it's on. Sure. Thank God you turned it off to not be distracted by all the right swipes. Get the fuck out of here. Sorry.
I'm wearing my hat. I forgot. I'm wearing my hat too of when Joseph Holmes replied when I said that he sucked, and then turns out he fucking sucks.
Your whole thing that fighters are mentally weak is pretty funny because obviously they're not in real life. Like the mental fortitude it takes to prepare and do all these things and go out there and get into a fist fight is insane. But they are very sensitive when it comes to you because the reaction is always, I'll break your little skinny neck, which is, my reaction to you quite a bit too. But,
But
okay.
face to face, it's a little different.
And I could actually break your little skinny neck whatever I want. They could too, but they don't know where you live. I know exactly what trash street you live on.
No, I mean for whatever reason you can't say that they suck, because then it turns into he's like I put my life on the line. It's like, okay, you still fucking suck, so I don't know. Like what do you? I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just telling how it is. It turns out
that is disrespectful. That is disrespectful. All right. Well, this isn't.
We'll call a lamb a lamb. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, the funny comparison is, hey, it's a job. I'm better at my job than you are at your job, that's a funny way to go about it. Because it's like, yeah, you're right. I couldn't do your job.
I mean, people on. I mean,
you don't
on
do it that well
ESPN,
either.
Aaron Rodgers or who Tom Brady, they get fucking destroyed, and you think they're on Twitter like. I mean, Kevin Durant was. I mean, I guess Kevin Durant. I mean, he actually was on his burner accounts. No, Kevin Durant's the best. But I mean, you think those people give a shit about? If I saw myself, that's my whole big thing. If I was a professional fighter and it's fight week, there's nothing to do. I see a video and I see myself saying, "Oh, this dude sucks." You know what I would do? And just move on. I wouldn't be like,
not even that.
Oh my God, I can't believe this guy who's like half a character, half isn't a character on this show, trying to be funny, made some remark about, oh my God, this guy sucked. He said I sucked.
It's not even if you were a fighter, because people trash you now, and you don't care. You laugh at it.
Who, me?
Both of us.
I've never seen a negative comment about me. I don't know about you. I mean, you speak for yourself.
I'm officially screenshotting every single one from now on. Okay?
I've never seen.
It's an Ask Me Anything, so you guys can hop on, join the video, ask whatever you want. You can comment it, but if you want to hop on, join the stream. You got to be a premium member. The link is in the Discord, or if you're a premium member on YouTube, the link, actually any member on YouTube, the link is on the community tab. And somebody said, what are your opinions on MMA Guru? I think
here's your chance to go viral. MMA Guru is a fucking piece of shit.
I think he has done an amazing job not being the picks guy. You know what I mean? He's done an amazing job where it doesn't matter.
He saw
if
where
he's
his
good
channel
or
was
not
going,
good.
and he leaned into that, and it was perfect what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the embodiment of like what you want to do on YouTube, right? Even if you feel like your path is this way, if the viewership and everything is telling you like maybe take a little bit of a right and go this way, and he followed that path and he took off because of it. Because some people will see that, but then they just want to stay straight-laced. That's what this channel almost turned into, Angelo. You wanted to stay so straight-laced, and we can't do this, and we can't do that. But you saw, and now you're starting to make that pass. So,
well, I think so first of all, good for him. And he's done an amazing job, like building. He's got like 50-something thousand subscribers. And I don't know when he actually started, but COVID is when all of this took off, right? And COVID is when I started We Want Picks in 2016. It was a blog, and I would write about DraftKings picks for MMA and stuff like that. Then I had my daughter. Hey, Revenant's going to hop on. 1 second, Revenant. Let me just finish this story, then we'll come back. Then I had my daughter, and I was like, I don't like writing. This is stupid. And I wasn't comfortable with YouTube or anything like that, so I just didn't do anything with it. Then COVID hit. Me, you, and 4 or 5 other people were in a group chat doing DraftKings. UFC was the only thing back. And that's when I think Fight Night Picks is probably the first credible people to ever do this. I remember they said they had 1,000 subscribers. They had done it for 3 years. They had 1,000 subscribers in 3 years. COVID hit, Fight Island, all of that. They went from 1,000 to 19,000 in like a 4-month period. That's when this all took off. MMA Guru took off. That's when everybody took off. We started after all of that. But that was the wave they all got. So Fight Night Picks went up to 19,000. Nobody was anywhere near them. Now they're at like 30-something, and MMA Guru is at 50-something. He has eclipsed everybody because, like you said, he leaned into the personality part of it, and good for him. So my opinion on him is good for him. He built something. Revenant, can you hear us? Do you have a microphone?
oh my God, it's the app. Oh my God, it's the app.
Revenant, you are on. Can you hear us? Son of a bitch.
I think Angel's just
guessing-
scared to talk to people. He just every time they're unmuting, he's muting them back.
No, he's not. Revenant's not even playing with the mute. So I'll take you off if you figure it out. And he's gone. Luckily we had what's his name. Boy, I'm bad with names. Luckily we had what's his name pop on, and we saw that it works. We know it works.
With video, maybe it's because they're not doing video. I don't know.
It shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't
matter.
But I'm just saying that's
Yeah,
the only if I'm a scientist, and I am a scientist in some things,
We'll see. Listen, this is our first time doing this, and I definitely think we're on the right path because people call into sports radio shows every morning. You're making stupid ass faces. Jacob does not want this to work. You should have seen the text he was sending all day. He does not want this to work. I don't know why. I have no idea why.
It's not like obviously if I want it to be successful, but this is kind of what's going on.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's not Revenant, but we got Brody showed up.
Go.
How are you?
How's she going?
What's up?
Good.
Buddy?
How are you?
Not too bad. I just figured I saw that I was able to join. I watch you guys every week. Freaking.
Awesome.
What kind of accent is that?
I'm Canadian.
You couldn't tell by the
Get this
jerseys,
guy.
Jacob?
Get this guy. Get this guy. I mean, one's Boston. And one's
doesn't
New
matter.
York.
There's
What do you mean?
three
I'm a
I'm
British
different-
fan, but
Yeah, I know, but those
watch
are
a lot of
American
hockey.
jerseys. How's Canada doing in the World Cup? Do they have a team?
they're playing tomorrow against Belgium, I think.
Have they played already?
No.
No. I lost some money on that fucking USA game. The son of a bitch. I don't know if you care about soccer. I don't care about soccer until the World Cup, and I put money. I'm like, oh, USA, and what was it, the penalty kick in like the 82nd minute or something like that to tie the game. And I lost it because in soccer a tie is not a push. You fucking lose that shit.
Yeah, no.
Because it can end in a tie.
Yeah,
I had
that was
two
like the
bets
most
on my
likely
screen. I had
outcome,
USA draw or USA no bet draw, and then USA money line, and I picked the money line. And after the game,
my
just
God.
instant.
That's why I've never bet on soccer before. I looked at I was like, oh shit. I was like, this makes it a lot more interesting to have to bet the draw or whatever. Fucking penalty kick. Unreal.
I asked a question about Guru because I was watching Guru
that was
all
you.
the time.
Sure.
I was watching Guru all the time on the weekends, and I saw you guys started doing your streams on the weekend, and genuinely, I love watching the Guru and all, but you guys, the giving out the bets is a lot more of an incentive than just listening to someone speak. All the
Sure.
time. I think that's a really good way to run it.
All that credit goes to Jacob. Jacob, those live streams are all his. I used to give him rules. I don't anymore. I will say, Jacob, I
just kind of started doing my own. It wasn't like you gave me. I was like, I'm not listening to those fucking rules.
I will say you do curse too much, and I have a filthy mouth. But I was like literally trying to watch, and my kids were home, and Tiffany would be like, "What is that?" It's like it's that idiot nerd up the street is who it is. Anyway, I appreciate that. That is what made, I think, Guru as huge as he is, right? Is he literally goes live like 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Something absurd. So that's what
I
it is.
think one of the thing with Guru too is no one knows his name. No one really knows much about him. It's hard to like get information on him. So people are just so interested in it.
That is funny, like all the conspiracies about like what's under his beanie and him being in a wheelchair and all that stuff.
It's crazy how far it's going too. Getting on
Yeah.
O'Malley's podcast, talking to friggin' Aljo and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, he pick against O'Malley, and O'Malley just shrugged it off, right? That's how you're supposed to act when people pick against you, Joseph
Yeah,
Holmes.
when you guys were talking
Jesus Christ.
about that, I was sitting here just fuck. Yep.
He got a little annoyed, but he was normal about it because he was like, how do I lose then? You think he's gonna kick me? Like he wasn't like, fuck you, get the fuck, I'd break your fat neck. He was just like, how?
Hasn't he said that he's like 6'2" or 6'3" before, Guru?
I seen videos of him. I seen Jesus Christ.
Pretty sure Guru says he's 6'2".
Yeah, so me and him are, eye to eye. We do a little face off.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Me and Guru, eye to eye.
So I'm surprised
Maybe I
nobody
saw.
has come on here to ask your actual height, and you got to tell the truth, Jacob.
What do you mean?
What's your height?
6'2". Literally 6'2". I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I'm not gonna lie to
This
people.
is what we're gonna do. I literally am we're gonna do chalk on the floor. We're gonna put your feet. We'll do chalk of your head, and we'll get a tape measure, and that's it. Like a baby, like how they measure
The only
babies.
issue is that we know that the Earth is not flat. So I don't know if the curvature affects measurements. I don't know, like, if you're doing it. Plus, you got to take into effect, gravity. Are we doing this later in the day where my spine's compressed? Are we doing it early in the morning? Can I get on one of those stretch tables first? the little
I'll give
reverse
you-
tables to make sure, because your spine is compressed naturally over time. So I need to get on one of those reverse tables to stretch out. Can I have shoes on? Because normal when you're outside, you have shoes on, right? I mean, so when people see you most
Jacob,
of the time, you're gonna have shoes on.
I'll give you shoes and 2 inches for the Earth's curve, and you're not hitting 6'2".
I'll give you more than 3 inches.
I bet you will. Well, Brody, we appreciate you hopping on. Any other questions, last words? You have a favorite?
Any fights you guys are like not booked yet, but looking forward to like hopefully happening coming next couple months?
I just
I
want,
think
I want
John
Chimaev
Jones.
versus someone. Yeah, John
Yeah.
Jones or someone. Just book both of those. If both those get booked for next year, that's all I care about. Those are the two bugaboos.
Yeah, and I want Chimaev versus like he's similar to like Aljo, right? If you walk through Aljo's getting the title and his title defense, there's always like something weird, right?
Yeah.
Chimaev's kind of in the same boat. Like Gilbert Burns was actually a good close fight, but he
That
didn't
was
wrestle.
so close.
He didn't wrestle at all, though. It didn't need to be close. He chose that path. Then he last minute Kevin Holland. Like it's always something. So we
The
need to see
betting line on
a
that
good
was
fight.
crazy for Chimaev for that fight not to go the distance. I think at the start when it was Chimaev and Diaz, it was minus 500 not to go the distance. They switched it to Holland and it was minus 250. I think.
Like he's so tough. Yeah, that makes no sense.
I put
Just
so
I guess
much
just 'cause
money
he's-
on
I mean,
that.
he was rolling around like a maniac for a while there, and then he just kind of got caught. I can't
It's
wait
just
for that fight
relentless.
versus Stephen Thompson. I think he can get fucking steamrolled on that.
I
I
think that'll be
literally,
a good fight.
I love Kevin Holland, and he's my dude. But I think even as a striker, he's overrated. I mean, he was getting lit up by Cowboy Oliveira, and Cowboy Oliveira is a fun dude, but he's not like the most technical dude. And Stephen Thompson's nobody's more technical than him. I mean, he was getting lit
picked
up by
Wonder
Cowboy.
Boy. He's 39 though. That's when it starts to fade.
Yeah.
You would know.
What fight are you looking for? What's your hopeful
I
for
honestly don't know.
2023?
I've just kind of been sitting here, the past couple months, all the fights that we've wanted to happen have happened. We had O'Malley on, which was even though with the decision and everything, that fight delivered fucking
100%. And you can't be
I
mad
want-
at anybody except
I
for
want
one of
Connor
the
and Chandler. I've been calling for Connor and Chandler for a year and a half. I think that's a
I think
fight
they're
that
gonna do
Connor would
Connor and
take,
Oliveira.
and he would win.
I really think they'll do Connor Oliveira just because Oliveira has to wait a bit until they're off, and that way they can put Connor against a former champ who already has a lot of name on him. It really depends probably who pulls more between Oliveira and Chandler.
He
And Oliveira
honestly,
will stand and bang with him too. I bet he won't try.
I was
bet
gonna
won't
say
try to
he
wrestle.
probably has a better chance with Oliveira because
Yep.
Michael Chandler did come to wrestle, and he probably will again.
Yeah.
Or he knows that his payday. But he wrestled. He wrestled Dustin, and frankly, if you guys watch that recap video,
People think that you can just wrestle Connor and just like Khabib did, but he's got pretty good He's got very underrated takedown defense.
Connor's got really good takedown defense.
Sure,
like,
man.
yeah, it's all talk with his hammer or his elbows being fucking steel, like he says, but he's good at what he does when he's getting taken down and everything.
Dustin Poirier was going to lose that fight. Except, I don't know if you watched. Did you watch the recap video, Jacob? Where I pointed out literally
Your
when he
recap
blocked
video?
the leg.
I don't
Yeah,
watch your fucking
the
videos.
fucking absolute. So he literally blocked the hook from coming in. If he doesn't do that block, Dustin Poirier loses that fight. That block is what saved him from losing that fight. And Michael Chandler, he's not stupid. He knows how he gets paid. But I do think if he fought Connor, he'd wrestle. Where last year I agreed with you when he wasn't wrestling anymore. Great
He's
fight.
not gonna fucking.
But he
he's not
wrestled
gonna fucking
Dustin.
wrestle Conor McGregor. He wants to drop and knock out Conor McGregor. That's what he cares about.
I think he just wants to fight. Then you get the pay, and that's it. Who cares after that? You got paid. So,
Yeah, at some point he probably does want a win bonus. I would imagine because that's probably a pretty hefty win bonus. I mean, that's probably. I mean, it's a few $100,000 he probably keeps missing out on by losing these fights.
his contract might not be half and half. The higher echelon of people aren't half and half. They're flat. Like even Nick Newell.
Maybe that's why he's more comfortable being wild too.
Probably like even Nick Newell when we negotiated his Bellator contract, we got flat money. It's like, listen, man, just give us flat money. It's crazy. It's the exact same amount of work, win or lose. So, well, we appreciate you hopping on, Brody. Very, very genuinely appreciate it. Are you a YouTube member or a website member?
I was just gifted a member from YouTube on the last
cool.
stream.
Well, congrats
Patrick,
on that.
right?
Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, no, I'll
Big
definitely
Patty.
be buying more memberships. You guys, all the bets that when I hear them after what they hit, I'm like, oh my goodness, not wasting my. I gotta put the $10 in, fucking get the picks.
Yeah, luckily, so obviously we have the premium member bets, which are the ones that like we are well thought out, and we try. Then Jacob just does whatever the hell he does in the live streams, and then and then those will hit. But those two things should not be confused, because like 2 weeks ago, Jacob made stupid money on the live stream bet because you're betting crazy plus 2,000, whatever. And then last week, his real bets crushed. The live stream bets didn't, and people were like, it's like, dude, these are not the same thing. You cannot put those two bets in the same category.
No, honestly, the fight night, like those fight night stream picks, those are fun when either 100%. If you win, like I forget what the Fernie prop.
Yeah.
I had the same thing and it broke my heart, but it made it so much better.
I woke up every night at 2 a.m. cold sweats, just thinking about that. And the fact that he apologized too, now I feel bad. I feel so fucking bad.
That's why I joined up. You were talking about that. I'm like, that's crazy. This guy responded, apologized.
He didn't.
He lost lock of the week.
He didn't respond. Meaning Jacob didn't tweet him. He didn't at him. He didn't tag him or anything. He somehow found it, whether he sought it out or just stumbled upon it and then commented. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, no,
just a good dude.
Affecting these fights. I mean, I'm scaring these fights. I'm affecting these fights. I got people mad at us. Waldo was mad at me last week. I wonder who it'll be next week.
I mean, you have had quite a few people. I've only had one person curse at me, and then he got
Any
smoked.
press is good press.
Yeah,
Right.
I completely.
I mean, Adrian
until
Yanez
Jacob gets
me.
us canceled.
Adrian Yanez loves me. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
oh, Patrick with another 5.
There we go. Well, thanks, Brody, for hopping on. Genuinely appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me on.
Yep, no, and thanks for like not being a weirdo or showing your dick or anything.
Yeah,
like
of
that.
course.
So, thanks.
Next time. Next time.
Cheers, guys. Have a good week.
All right, see you, dude.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, see, that's how this is supposed
that guy
to
was
go.
a fucking weirdo, huh?
I hope he doesn't actually he didn't hear that and think that was real. No, thanks for him hopping on. That was that's how it's supposed to go, and that is genuinely what I envision for this live stream. We'll do it in off weeks. People will come on, and I'm gonna be like a Mike Francesa, just angry all the time. Yeah, what do you need? Vince from Fish Kill. What do you need? Dumbass question. Next. That's how this is gonna be. Just got to get the people comfortable. Not everybody's comfortable being on camera, Jacob. Not everybody has these genes, this height, your, just complete lack of self-awareness. Not everybody has those things.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're not comfortable on camera.
I don't know how old he was, but that was a good-looking dude. I mean, that was a good-looking dude.
And he had a good vibe about him. He hopped on. He's all smiles, he had a good energy. Good energy.
But the hockey stuff, I don't know about the hockey stuff. I can't get into that. You say, and you of course he's Canadian. The first thing I saw was Boston Bruins, and I saw the New York Rangers.
Three different jerseys from 3 different teams, not in the same division, and he has an accent. No shit, that's a Canadian. And Canadians love MMA. That's why Fight Night Picks is so big. Fucking Canadians love MMA, and people love rooting for their own people.
Yeah, I hope we see them in the fucking World Cup, and we'll fucking bury them.
World Cup. They can only play soccer 2 months out of the year. It's so fucking cold up there. Even the southernmost tips of Canada are pretty cold.
We used to live with the guy that won the equivalent to the Heisman Trophy for hockey in Canada. I can't remember what it's called. There's a trophy for, I guess, college style players. It's like the Heisman Trophy, but for hockey. And a guy that lived in our neighborhood won that back in the day. I mean, that would have been probably in the fucking 80s or 90s or something like that. But he was a really, really good hockey player. Cool dude. Canadians are the best. I mean, literally, Canadians are the best. I mean, one of the best people in the world.
I mean, the bro just showed up, all smiles, ready to go. Meanwhile, half these people can't get a microphone working. Have you? So speaking of hockey, you know who Sean Avery is?
Console hockey. What?
Okay. You know who Sean Avery is? He was a Ranger, pretty popular guy.
No, I don't. I have no idea. We don't play hockey in Indiana. Nobody. No. We would go ice skating every once in a while.
Okay. Well, anyway, Sean Avery. I think it was Sean Avery. Let me look it up.
Sean Bradley.
Hold on. Yeah, it was Sean Avery. Sean Avery is the he won. So Trumbull, Connecticut, where your favorite Indiana announcer is from. Trumbull, Connecticut won the World Series, the Little League World Series one year. And I think it was Sean Avery was on that team and ended up making it to the NHL. So pretty cool for that guy.
Wow.
Won a World Series and was in the NHL. We got another one. Wow. We got Aaron. Aaron, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Ron.
Hey,
What's up,
Ron,
guys?
yeah. How are you? How you doing?
Chilling, waiting for my pork shoulder to finish up.
Oh, no. Okay. Hold on, Jacob. Shut up. The men are talking. How are you cooking it?
Put it at Summit Grill. At about 225 for, I don't know, 4 hours now. I wrapped it, and now it's just chilling.
You
Waiting
got
for that
charcoal
magical
or
200
wood?
to pop up.
Charcoal or wood?
Oh, both. Got to get some smoke in there.
So you throw the chips in there. Okay. What's the grill? What is it?
Just a Weber kettle.
Oh, oh, okay. You did the snake?
Oh, you do basically anything you want with Weber kettle.
Oh, no, I know. Did you do the snake method for this? Or
Oh, the
just
snake,
loaded it
yeah.
up?
Yeah, it's a snake. And I'm glad to see you know what you're talking about.
Jacob
This guy's a fucking nerd when it comes. I will give him credit when it comes to cooking meats and handling meats. There's nobody better than Angelo, that's for sure.
It's my favorite Saturday hobby. Cooking up God
Handling
knows what.
meats.
Handling meats. And then having people over for fights. But then Jacob like nibbles. It's okay. And then he moves on. Why are you doing a pork shoulder? Where do you live? What time is it by you?
I'm down in Tampa, Florida.
Okay, so it's
It's
10:30.
like 10:30.
What the
I'm
hell are
on
you
like
doing
a
a pork
2 week
shoulder at
sabbatical
10:30
right
on
now,
a
so I'm
Tuesday
just
for?
enjoying it.
Oh, there you go. Oh, good for you.
You're
What's
good.
going on? You have a question or are you just hanging out?
I just joined like a week ago, just enjoying the content, guys, and keeping it going. And slow week, obviously no bets, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I was kind of bummed with Lewis getting pulled out like that. I don't know. It just seemed to be this train starting to fall off. It's hard to see when you start seeing your favorite fighters start drifting. He came out with something, and I know it's still kind of rumors-ish, but it was like a stomach bug. And I've seen him fight through worse.
I mean, they said a stomach bug, but they said he ended up in the hospital. And listen, I've had more than one diarrhea session. I never ended up in the hospital. And he was out quick. It's not like he was there for 2 days. He was out
He got an IV and they let him go, basically. I mean, he probably said he was a little dehydrated or whatever, and then they cut him loose. I'm sure it seemed like he was probably just nervous, fights leading up, caught some nerves, because he's talked before how much pressure he feels, and even during the fight week, he was talking about I think about my last loss literally every hour of every single day. I don't like losing. I feel the pressure of being on this losing streak and stuff. So literally it could have been like he woke up and was like, oh shit, here we go. Can't lose another one. And then all of a sudden, I know that's anytime if I get one email or one text from just certain people, I have immediate diarrhea. So I get it.
Oh, yeah. Did we lose you, Aaron? You look frozen. I think he probably went to go check on that meat and his screen froze. Yeah, he's frozen. Aaron, we appreciate you hopping on.
Is he fucking with us right now?
No, he's frozen. I could tell because
Dude, I don't know.
He's frozen. I'm not going to stare at his Adam's apple to see.
Let's just sit here and then see if he blinks.
And he's gone. Aaron, we appreciate you hopping on. Genuinely, you didn't really get to ask your question because your internet froze out there. But good luck with that pork shoulder. I forgot to ask if it was bone in or not, but
I bet you did.
Good luck with that. Legit, genuine thank you and appreciation. Here's the problem though. I make all those meats and you don't like pork.
Who said
Right?
I
You
don't
don't like half the
What the fuck?
What don't you like? You don't like ham?
If you make ham, I mean, I eat ham. It's just I don't. And if I had other choices, I choose. It's not like I eat ham. I'm like, oh, gooey,
When
gooey.
I do the group chat saying, "Hey guys, everybody's coming over for the fights. What should I make?" You always say beanie weenies, and you're dead serious.
Little barbecue. I mean, you get some barbecue beanie weenies. The best thing ever to eat is a bacon wrapped barbecue. Is it barbecue? No, it's bacon wrapped with brown sugar. And I think it's just a beanie weenie, right? You just put the weenie.
You can't wrap
bacon
bacon
wrap
around that little tiny weenie.
I think you do. I don't know.
You cannot get bacon around that.
Mine is
little
big
tiny-
enough to get. I mean, mine is big enough to get bacon around. I don't know what you're doing, but
Okay.
I think
it's
that's
not
what it
kosher.
is. Yeah, it's just a bean. It's just my mom makes them. You put it in the oven. I think it's like brown sugar and cinnamon and on top of the
Cinnamon?
bacon. I think it's just brown sugar.
There's no way.
Not cinnamon. I think it's brown sugar on the bacon with the little beanie weenie. It's like you have the salty of the
Cinnamon.
bacon, but the brown sugar is sweet. Somebody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Kim, you made them, right? Elizabeth, somebody.
Why'd you just go right to the women? Sexist.
Oh, well.
Double smoked ham is good. Meatball. You do some whiskey glaze. Double smoked ham is good. I like ham. It's very versatile. Very versatile. Sandwiches has its own spicy mustard, sweet mustard. Ham salad if you're old and your teeth aren't great. That's always good. Well, Aaron's back. Nope. And he's gone. What's the all-time favorite meal I made, Jake?
Anytime you make steaks, I'm a
Except
bit.
I ruined them for when your mother came. I tried too hard.
Yeah, well, that was probably.
And
the
that
last
wasn't
time
me
she
being,
came.
that wasn't a your mama joke. His mother literally visited him in Texas and they came over for
I
dinner.
ruined it last time your mother came. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's why, yeah, it sounded like a your
I
mama
get it.
joke.
No, I get it.
But she said she wanted filet, which, yeah, is a bit presumptuous, to be honest with you. Oh, what would you like? Oh, the most
Yeah,
expensive.
I don't
cut
like
of meat,
fillets.
please.
It's like fillets. Like if you go to like
It
super
tastes like nothing.
fancy,
That's the problem. It tastes like
I'll
nothing.
get a fillet at like super fancy just because it's like it's just gonna melt in your
basting in
mouth.
butter.
Like my weekly trips to Vegas. We go gambling every Friday night. It's crazy. We go eat at the finest places. I'll get fillets there, like a little 6-8 ounce fillet, or whatever. But if I'm going to like
places.
But if I'm going to like a normal steakhouse, like a nice place, or whatever, I get like a New York strip. I mean, strip's probably my favorite right now. I used to get sirloins, but sirloins started getting a little bit too fatty, probably.
I was a big ribeye guy, and then I switched to strips because my buddy, we went to a nice steakhouse, and he was like, "What the hell are you doing with the ribeye?" I was like, "I love ribeyes." He's like, "Look at all that wasted fat," and he was like, "Look at the strip." He's like, "It's just on there, bang."
Yeah.
And he's not wrong. Here, Aaron's
Yeah,
back.
I love New York strips.
What'd you do? Your internet went out. You went to go check on that pork shoulder.
Hey, your app sucks. Bad.
It's not my app. It's Melon's.
All right. Well, the one he picked out, yeah. It dropped me when I put my my earbuds in.
Oh, really? That's weird. You have a fight question?
I had more of a betting question. So I've been using Bovada and love them. I've been using them for 3-4 years now, but I'm getting to the point where I'm getting throttled on my bets.
Sure.
And I'm kind of in a predicament where I'm down in Florida where sports betting isn't legal. So
I thought it was. I thought they made it legal in Florida.
no, they've been trying, but the Seminole tribe who owns all the Hard Rocks,
Sure.
they're basically blocking anything from actually happening. It's coming back up. I mean, it comes up like every year, but it ain't happening anytime soon. So
Sure.
Bovada's got me down. I mean, sometimes down to just straight money lines, and I can't do anything beyond like 100, 150. And I play a little bit bigger than that, but I don't know, do you have any other books beyond that aren't U.S. based, but you can still kind of dip into
Sure.
the because I'm kind of in a little problem with that at the moment.
Yeah. So first of all, we use the word legal and stuff like that. So I live in Texas. So does Jacob. In Texas, local sports betting is not legal, but online sports books like Bovada, Bet Online, sports betting, those are all perfectly legal. They're literally legal. It's not like a gray area. They're actually legal, which is good. So you can bet and all that. But to Aaron's point, you can get throttled. The legal sports books will do it to you too. You win too much, they'll cap your bets. That's what's going to happen. So what most people do is they do have multiple books and they'll play the odds off each other, right? Because some of the books, the odds aren't quite as sharp or they lag a little bit. Our preferred for sure is Bet Online, literally because of the prop bets. A lot of those prop bets, especially the new ones, are also capped. They're capped at $100 profit. So like those takedown line bets that we love. So when it's, minus 300, you could bet $300. You can only win 100. You can bet $300. But I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of a lot of normal sized or small bets instead of a couple massive ones. And that won't get you throttled. Because if you win a couple $100 on 10 bets, they're not going to throttle you like if you just keep winning $3,000 on one bet over and over and over. So at least that's been my experience. But we prefer bet online because you get 20, how many is it, Jacob? 26, 16? It's like something like that. Different prop bets come fight night for every single fight. And the props are where the money is. And Jacob's not going to answer. So
I didn't know you asked me a question. You started asking a question, then you just started rambling on by yourself. Yeah.
Well, then you like rolled your eyes and looked down like a weirdo. So, but yeah, I would say my only issue with Bet Online versus Bovada, what Bovada does is you can cash out on parlays, right? Halfway through a parlay, you can cash out.
On Bovada, no. On straight lines, yeah. But they're not very like especially on straight bets when you're winning. Like if you're 2 rounds up, it's not all that great. Now, like
I thought you could on
DraftKings,
parlays. I guess not.
DraftKings, yeah. But when I lived in Illinois, that's what I used back then. But obviously, there's a lot of stuff that can't be used down here. But
Yeah, I'm so jealous of people that can use like the stuff that the different parlays that people can put together with like
Cash
DraftKings
out.
and stuff is fucking awesome. Because Bet Online you can't parlay props; they won't let you do it. You can only parlay.
Well, you
people
can
and, like,
parlay-
over-under and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can parlay the easy props. You can't parlay the
Yeah,
crazy
not
ones.
but you can't. But you can do like so and so by submission over 1.5 whatever on Draft. You can do whatever you want on DraftKings.
yeah, DraftKings, you could do props plus the money line and put them together.
Yeah, you can do
that's
everything.
Yeah, that's actually a feature. So premium members online, we say vote for whatever you want us to add, and that was I think that's a vote now. What does DraftKings call it? They call it something when you can put 2 bets in the same fight in there. What the hell is that called again?
What?
No idea.
I forget what it's called. That's on there to vote for now, where you can have 2 different
Little
prop
DP?
bets in the same fight on the same fighter. Like one prop bet gets to the second round, another prop bet is, doesn't finish. And you can pair those together and get yourself a solid in-game parlay, I think they're called, for the same exact.
Same game parlay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. People are voting on it like crazy. It is a DraftKings exclusive, but that's the benefit of those sports books because the quote-unquote legal ones need to be competitive. It's like anything else, right? You need to create a better product because FanDuel's right next to you doing the same thing, right? So you got to have a better product. You're going to get more competitive lines. You're going to get bonuses, things like that. So, yeah, I would recommend having an account with multiple books. MyBookie allows you to cash out of parlays. So I would do a MyBookie, I would do a Bet Online, and then I like BetUS as well just because their customer service is ridiculous, but they're all about football. So when it comes to fights, you're going to get the normal, does it go the distance, what are the rounds, and the money line. But because they're not giant into MMA, sometimes you'll get lagging lines, right? If a line takes off, they might be a step behind. You might be able to attack that before they catch up. That'd be my recommendation.
I think I've had a couple problems with just like linking my Bitcoin wallet with betonline.ag. I haven't tried them in a while, but yeah.
I actually do you use crypto, Jacob? For
Yeah, I
Bet
just
Online?
my fucking Coinbase account got locked today. So I've been trying to fucking deal with that because they said I was trying to send some money and they said to do take a picture of your ID and stuff like that. So I did, and they're like, oh, well, that doesn't fucking look like you or something. I don't know what the hell happened, but they just locked my shit down. So that's literally what I'm doing right now is checking my emails and stuff because I just send them a picture of me holding my ID with the camera and a piece of paper that says for Coinbase verification. I had to write on a piece of paper with today's date, like I'm a hostage. And I had to try and find a way to hold this picture while I'm taking a
It's
selfie.
because you come on these streams, you tell everybody you're 6'2", you pretend to be tall, and then you hold your license, and your license says 5'5", and then you're fucked. And that's what happened. And it finally caught up to you, and that's what you get. for lying. Just be who you are. Be who you are. Yeah, I actually just use my debit card for Bet Online, and then it'll get denied. No, it'll get denied, right? I'll get a text from Bank of America saying, "Did you just try to do this?" And then I say yes, and then I do it again, and it gets approved. So that's the way I do it.
Yeah, but don't they have like 10% fee or some shit with that?
Yeah, no, it's not great, but luckily for me, I haven't had to.
If they have a security,
I haven't had
breach,
to add money very often.
If they're gonna have a security breach. People are gonna have your fucking debit card information.
Oh no, not my who cares? Get that back in 2 seconds. Ah, you get an alert from
Not
Bank
a
of
debit
America,
card.
send
A
you
credit
new
card. The credit card's a little bit different. Debit. If that money's gone, because I got my debit card was on my Xbox account a few years ago, and someone bought like $100 and some worth of FIFA points. So then I went onto Xbox. I'm like, hey, can I get this money back because I didn't buy fucking FIFA points? And they were like, it looks like you did. I said, can you see the games on my Xbox? I don't play fucking FIFA.
What was the bank?
Chase. They said, no, we can't do anything about it. It was
I've
your
had
debit card. The money's
no
gone.
Bank of America, no issues. Is this real? Nope. Here's your money. No problem.
Yeah, credit card like that. But once the
Yeah,
money's
get your
gone,
reward points.
because Chase told me so Xbox told me to contact Chase to get my money back, and Chase told me to contact Xbox, and this was my point. Xbox is saying, well, you bought the points. I said, can you see my game library? I don't have FIFA. Why the fuck am I buying FIFA points? They're like, well, it says that you made the transaction. I'm like, what the hell? Can you guys just... I'm like, jeez. So I never got
No,
my
and Aaron's right about the rewards points. Marriott is my go-to with rewards. I go to a Marriott, right to the top, baby. And there you go. Whatever you need, my man. So I'm all about Marriott rewards
And you're
points.
still looking up at my apartment.
I'll use the Marriott card for like good purchases, but for the reward points, and then an American Express. Anybody who doesn't have an American Express, if you're gonna buy something sketchy or big or whatever, if you get it with an American Express, they look out for you. Like you can buy anything. You could go to a restaurant, eat, call American Express, be like, that meal was absolute shit. They'll give you your money back. And that's why a lot of places don't take American Express, because
I think you just
their money
admitted
can
to
get
fraud
clawed
on
back.
camera.
Well, I don't do that.
That sounds like
You think
fraud.
do I look like I had a meal that I was like, oh, that was
Angela
trash?
is admitting
That sounds
to...
like fraud.
Jesus Christ.
I've never had a meal I didn't enjoy. But yeah, so I use American Express for any big purchases that like, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I trust this repair shop or whatever. So any other questions before we let you go here, Aaron? Appreciate you hopping on for sure.
I think that's what I got, guys. I mean, keep up the great work and kind of arbitraging, the premium plays with my own and just seeing how that works out. And we're up units, so let's keep going.
Good.
Let's do this.
Well, we appreciate you for sure. Thanks for hopping on. Good luck with that pork butt. You go spicy or sweet?
Sweet.
Sweet.
I go
Yeah, I
sweet.
agree.
A lot of brown sugar.
See? He knows about
In the
brown
wrap.
sugar.
Dry
You said
brine it the
cinnamon.
day before. It's a process, man. You gotta
Oh, you dry
treat
brine?
you right. Yeah.
You inject it too or no?
Yeah. I save up all my bacon grease and then I jam it in there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'll go out to my mailbox tomorrow and look for my invite. So
Yeah, you guys come down to Tampa. We've got a whole bunch of just awesome Wish versions of BKFC. I just went to one on Saturday. I mean,
That's
they
so
have
funny.
them constantly down here in Florida. I mean, you can throw a rock and find one of these events, but
So it's just bare knuckle fighting in the back of bars, basically, like all those Midwest fighters where they came from, essentially.
even better, they're actually in like amphitheaters with like 150 people.
Outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
In November. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, well, we'll have to check that out. So thanks for hopping on. Genuinely, very much appreciated.
you saved the
Thanks for calling
stream.
in. You saved us. You saved us. But yeah, everybody who's hopped on so far has been great. No penises, which was your concern.
Why do you keep bringing it? You almost sound disappointed at this point. You almost sound disappointed. It went from like, oh, thanks for not showing your penis to no penises.
I'm saying it like, come on, guys.
Still no penises.
Yeah, come on, guys. Go ahead. There's your idea. No, because you were insisting.
Because if you put it on the screen, it's there.
What have I
What
missed
we
in the
do?
chat? How about this fucking guy? Why Angelo ignoring the chat? Maybe because I'm talking to people on the fucking camera? Jesus Christ. Holy shit. These fucking people. Unless you're a premium member, then I apologize for the language, and thank you so much for everything. What was I going to say?
Scotty B said, last call for penis. Hey, it is, yeah. Last call for penis. It could be last call for peanuts. You know, just kind of some accents. Last call for peanuts.
No, because you were insisting in multiple chats today, a group chat with my neighbor. Oh, Angelo doesn't know what he's in for. Angelo doesn't know what he's in for. And it ended up being good, solid.
I carried once again.
What did you carry?
This whole fucking stream. Someone said, why didn't you ask Marlon? Why didn't you ask Marlon fight questions? Do you know what that means, Angelo?
I certainly do. I certainly do. Marlon Wayans, he's a Wayans brother. He's actually probably one of the funnier Wayans brothers. He's got a new Halloween movie out on Netflix.
How about Ernest Scared Stupid? What a fucking weirdo movie that is, huh?
I've never seen an Ernest movie in my life.
Ooh, not even joking.
And I'm not saying that like, ooh, I probably should.
I know, but not even, and I'm not even joking right now. Like, I don't want you shouldn't watch it just because it's ironic. Those are good. Those are good movies.
They've got to be. There's 12 of them. Like they have to.
But Ernest Scared Stupid, that troll. I've had so many nightmares from that troll in that movie. The big, just snotty nose.
I think I've seen pieces of Ernest Saves Christmas. I remember him like on the highway in a cab, and like Santa's like, he's the only person being nice to Santa or some shit. That's yeah, exactly. Ice Viking. Everyone wants to know about the fucking truck. Truck's great. Angelo's slow. What the fuck?
Because he said Marlon Wayans, not Marlon Mariah.
I know it was fucking Marlon. Jesus Christ. I'm the slow one? You couldn't pick up on the sarcasm? I'm the slow one? Fucking
Here you go.
simple.
Lucky Tim. You made him This is what Angelo's going to do. From now on, Angelo's going to keep kicking people out so then they donate to ask the question. That's the new conspiracy.
Angela's software doesn't work. It's not my fault.
It's in caps. Please read it in caps.
And Vicious257, I see you back there. Just give us a minute. We'll have you on. Here's the question I would have asked. How important is a fighter's odd history to when making picks? What does that mean? Their odds?
Yeah, like, Jesus Christ. Like
how many times
if
did
they've
they
always
win?
been an underdog, like if they've won as a favorite.
I don't think it matters. To me, it doesn't matter at all. I'm a big believer in styles make fights, matchups make fights. I do not care, what your previous.
I mean,
there
is a mental aspect of if you've won 3 times as a dog and you're a dog again, it's like you can fucking do it type of thing.
Sure, but if you won 3 times as a dog and it was against wrestlers, and now you're fighting a striker, and you know what I mean. So I'm a big.
Who was that I just saw a few weeks ago? I think we were looking at the live stream.
Thank
There
you
was
very
somebody
much.
there was somebody like really good that started their first like 4 fights as an underdog. I can't fucking remember who that was. I don't know if somebody in the
Roman
chat's gonna
Dolidze's
remember.
2 in a row of big
But it
time
was very
underdog wins.
surprising.
There's a lot
I
of
think it was a
people that
155er.
keep getting shoved into underdog roles.
It literally
Here we
could have been Khabib.
Well,
It
here's
might have been Khabib.
Vicious257, no camera, so no penises, but I do hear audio. How you doing?
Yo. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh,
It
we
actually
can
works.
hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Good.
People blaming the software.
So, my question is 281. Well, it's not. I'm going to start off not with a question. I wanted to fucking tell everybody the funniest moments of 281 when I went. It was Puela's pussy chance the entire time.
We didn't hear that on the broadcast.
I was wondering, could you guys hear it, bro?
Oh, I would have
New
been
York is
disgusted. I would have
wild.
thrown
They-
up.
Oh my God, Jacob. It was hilarious. And
They
I
were
liked
just
it.
saying-
That doesn't sound honestly. That doesn't sound funny to me.
I
think
love
it's
it.
pretty
Can you do it?
disrespectful.
It was
Bro.
just Puela's pussy.
Yeah,
that's
just
what
like
it was.
that. Just like that.
That's so good.
Bro,
New York
and
doesn't
like
give a
30
fuck.
seconds 30 seconds later he gets kicked in the stomach and they teach they call it TKO.
Got
Dude,
kicked in the
butt
pussy.
scooting, you are not winning fans with a butt scoot ever.
Look,
Ever.
Nah, he won
being
me
a
over with
huge
that.
fan of like crazy bro, watching all his previous fight and him getting that first, you know what I mean, getting his leg the first time. he
Oh,
did
that
it,
first scramble was like, oh my God.
I told
Oh, I
everybody
was
that was
losing
standing
my
next to
mind.
me, I'm like, dude, watch the fuck out.
That was great.
I was losing my mind. Imanari roll into a heel hook, fucking.
That's what you would have.
I think it was even DC was like, "It's over," or Joe. I think Joe Rogan's like, "It's over, it's in," because there's nobody that loves heel hooks more than Joe Rogan. It's over, it's deep.
Everybody was standing and then went standing on their toes after that happened.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well,
wild
thanks for
fight,
that,
man.
because I didn't even know. Somebody commented that they heard it faintly with headphones, but that's awesome to hear. I didn't even know that,
Bro,
that was happening.
loud for like a minute, like the whole So he gets it the first time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going nuts, and then Hooker's doing his thing, bobbing and weaving, getting his groove on, and then he just drops. And I'm like, he's gonna keep doing that. Like, I don't think he wants to stand with Hooker at all.
That's so funny.
I bet the no distance in a parlay, so that worked out for me. But either way, I was stunned that he caught him the first time. I just didn't even think he was. I thought he was.
I think we all were, because that was real close. That was.
I mean, Ryan Hall finishes that. That's all. Ryan Hall finished. If you get in a position like that with Ryan Hall finishes that, and his knee is blown out. There's no doubt about that.
I can't believe that. He just didn't want to strike with him. Second funniest moment was Moicano's speech and Ryan Span's speech.
What did Ryan Span say?
Ryan Span said he's never worked out.
He's
before
never
right?
trained before a day in his life.
He's just jacked and in shape all the time.
He just goes in
Yeah,
there
that
and fights.
knockout was nasty. I mean, what I'm saying? Looking at the guy's, life background, I can understand. He's walking around that weight all the time.
Jesus. I didn't hear his. I heard Moicano's, which I thought was interesting, but now Moicano went from like a normal guy to on social media, he's borderline unbearable now.
Oh, yeah.
He got some attention with it.
I started following like probably 10 seconds after he said, like, I need money. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I like this guy.
Well, he earned that win for sure. Well, good for you. You went. Good for you. You live in New York, I'm assuming?
No, I'm in Missouri now, but I'm from Chicagoland area originally.
Okay. Oh, so you made the trip. Did you get some New York pizza?
No, I
Some
didn't
Sbarros?
I had some really nice breakfast. I had some good
Breakfast?
coffee. Yeah.
Jesus
A little
Christ.
sandwich.
You go to a
little
new
bacon,
city.
egg, and cheese sandwich.
And
I'm
you
from
got-
Chicago, bro. You gotta understand. Like, I wasn't gonna be impressed with the pizza no matter what they served me, honestly. So
Because it's not lasagna, because you don't need a fork and a knife to eat it.
Yeah, you don't need a fork and knife to eat it. I'm not really, you know what I mean. There's thin crust that's killing the world in Chicago. I mean, Jake can attest to that. Being Northwest Indiana, if you're familiar with some places, like it really.
That's called the region. I actually don't know anything about Northwest Indiana, but I just know they call it the region. There's some big basketball schools up there and stuff. And I know that Michael Jackson's from Gary, Indiana. So,
Yeah,
we take that. We were claiming that. Now we kind of distance ourselves a little bit more. But
true.
yeah, Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, that knockout was crazy though, Span, in general. The question is the question after all the moments and stuff like that is, have you guys ever thought, especially like Jacob with the live flyers, like the 10th, I'm probably going to Vegas. Like, I go to Vegas a lot. I've just never been to a UFC event. That was my first live UFC event going in person, which, again, like you guys said, the most first round finishes. It was crazy to see that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
The energy in there is awesome.
I won all my money back on bets. I would have tore the roof off the building if Choi didn't get knocked out, which I still bet the flyer. Thank you, Jacob. You know what I mean? But, man, it was because I met Sungwoo Choi's camp like when I was walking just down the street. I didn't get to meet
that's
him,
cool.
so I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna bet this. I just felt
That's
like
cool.
But yeah, you guys ever thought about going to an event? Like, I want to see Patty fight. So Vegas is an instant move for me. You guys are up 38 units. Most people in the chat should be up units if they're doing the right things. You guys should just pop up to an event. I mean, do live flyers. I mean, it's dope. They play music in between the fights. Like, I can imagine Jake.
Oh man, like
you know what I'm
legit
saying?
live, like holding the
Hey,
camera. So
hey, if I'm in Vegas and I'm on camera in Vegas, it's not going to be, the channel's not going to last more than 10 minutes. They're going to take us down. There's no way. You put me in Vegas and a camera, that doesn't mix.
I've been to a few UFC events. They're obviously awesome. The energy in there is awesome. The view's not going to be great unless you pay an absolute fortune. You're going to end up watching the screen basically, but the energy is absolutely awesome. So I'm with you. We have hopes and dreams here. So we There is a world where eventually me and this skinny Muppet are
doing the commentary
are
for
doing live
ESPN,
streams
and Angelo
from the
is nowhere
events.
to be
Most
found.
likely for an affiliate or for a sponsor that'll foot the bill and set the whole thing up. But that's the hope, that's the dream. But we definitely we've been to some events, and we live right outside
I've
of
never
Dallas.
been to a UFC event.
Oh, I have. Well, I took you to
The only one I've ever been to is the Nick Newell fight.
The one I took. The one I took you to.
You guys
with,
in Dallas,
with
it
Gotti.
wouldn't be hard to do the Vegas move. I mean, my brother's in Houston, so I know I know it's not that bad. I shouldn't be as bad of a trip. It should be easier trip
The
than
issue
it is for me.
Yeah, the issue is Angelo's scared to fly, so we'd have to drive.
I fly
He can't sit his back.
That's
He can't
just
sit
nonsense.
down that long because of his back.
Real John Madden.
I mean, that's
real John Madden situation.
That's the issue.
That's nonsense. I fly constantly for work. No, like the last UFC that was in Dallas was the Amanda Nunes one.
Okay.
I was away. I wasn't here. I mean, maybe the next UFC for Dallas, we can try to figure something out, do a watch party or something. But no, we're definitely, we'll definitely figure it out.
Double G's in the chat if somebody's trying to come to December 10th.
You're going?
Yeah, I'm like 99 point hand sanitizer sure I'm going.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Nice.
like everyone was 99% sure that Zalgas won that fight, and turns out that he fucking didn't.
I wish that was another event that a sleeper event that I wish I was there. I would have been pissed if Derek Lewis didn't fight. I would have.
Oh yeah, there's weird.
To give my money back.
Especially the
Yeah, we
amount
were
of money
talking
you
about
have
it.
to spend.
Well, we were talking
Those
about in the
little
live
events
chat
are
too. There's some weird rule about when they change the main event within 24 hours notice, and someone said that might be for California tickets that you can get a full refund but I think it's a Vegas thing because they have so many events there that when the main event changes, because they were talking about that when all the Chimaev and Kevin Holland and Nate Diaz stuff, because it was outside that 24-hour window, they weren't going to have to issue refunds. But I wonder if people actually got refunds for that. I would have asked. I mean, you got to ask, right?
Yeah,
but
That's not what I paid for.
The back of every ticket says card subject to change. Like you are not entitled to a refund.
No, but
Yeah,
there's like a certain specific rule, like a state
It might
rule
be California.
from either
They have all
California or
sorts.
something.
Even when I buy parts, like if I go on the website and I'm looking for something for my car, it'll say California laws and then literally a whole section. So they may have some consumer advocate laws for sure.
Oh man, Patrick Shelley, Double G's is about going, man. You got everybody dude, if you betting, we want picks. You know what I mean? I don't care what other sports you mess around with. I personally get addicted to betting tennis, you know what I'm saying? But this is crazy, you know what I mean? Like everybody should
That's a wild. That is a wild. Listen, hold on. That is
There's
a
a lot of
wild
people that
way to
bet-
get into sports betting. Yeah, but that's
There's a
where he got
lot of
into
people
it.
that bet tennis. There's a lot of people that bet
Oh
tennis.
no! I get it. But the first sports bets you ever did were tennis.
No, not at all. I actually being
holy
in New
shit.
York was the first time I got to use FanDuel in probably a year because
Oh,
being
yeah.
down here I got to use Bovada. But the nicest thing about being back on FanDuel, it reminded me what I did start out, which was basketball. DeRozan was when he was my most made money player, points, rebounds, everything. You know what I mean? So I do like that. But Bovada, recently it's been tennis. It's been a little bit of
How
football.
about the Pacers, man? How about Halliburton?
Man.
How about Benny M? The Pacers are 10-6, guys. Look out. That's all I want to say.
Repping the Indiana. I'm a Bulls fan for sure. You know what I mean? But
Dude, there's nobody I loved more and hated more than Derrick Rose. Dude, I fucking loved
That poor guy.
watching Derrick Rose play, but they would just beat the ever-living shit out of the Pacers in the playoffs every single year, and I fucking hated it. And those fans are so annoying. I know you're not one of those guys, but those fans were so annoying because they had Derrick Rose. I fucking love
Derrick Rose is the Ken Griffey Jr. of basketball. Poor bastard just couldn't stay healthy, but phenomenal everywhere.
yeah, I've met him in person a few times. My brother played basketball when he was younger, and he has his own AAU team, which is a smaller league thing, and he's got family members that played on the team and stuff like that. So it wasn't uncommon to see him.
He seems
Yeah.
like a pretty normal dude. But yeah, he was so explosive. Oh my god. The
I wanna
dunks
get
that he had, and anytime, because Chicago's so close to Indy, I went to one playoff game. I think it was game 4 in Indy of a 5-game series, and it was 80% Chicago fans inside of Bankers Life Fieldhouse, and it was fucking insane. And I mean, the bring it back tomahawk dunks and everyone go crazy. Oh my god, fucking miss that shit.
Yeah. I want to get up super up so I can like try and sit in the limelight. Like I make this joke with my buddy all the time from back home, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna get up to a point where I'm just sitting next to Moreno every time I go to a fight. As long as he's not fighting, he's always there. You know what I mean? Mike Tyson was there. Like it's crazy how many people in the building. Like, yeah, the chant, like any man. I mean, the first fight, it wasn't even a lot of people in the building yet, and you know, Oberg knocking, man, he killed nigga Moreno.
Smoked his ass. Smoked his ass. Oh god.
I mean, him falling over, slumped over like that was like a cartoon. Like watching it real live. Like, and being in the Garden, I know you said you were like, if you depend on where you sit, you're just watching the thing. If you go to somewhere where it's big, like I don't know how it is in Vegas, but if it's somewhere big like the Garden, where I was sitting, I was like, I guess a box seat, you know, bartender right there. Everything was gravy, you know what I mean? And my view was like right in the cage. So main event, that's awesome. Everybody. Last round, where I was sitting, I'm watching Pereira's back. Like I'm on the opposite side of the cage, watching that whole thing go down. Like it was crazy.
That is crazy. I watched. I've been to a few. One of them was at the Prudential Center in Jersey because it was so UFC's legal in New York, only like 6 years or something like that. Like it's not very long. So they would do them in Jersey. So I did them at the Prudential Center where the Devils play. That arena is massive. And even with good seats, so the problem is if your seats are too good, the cage is elevated. So then you're looking up.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
If your seats are bad, you need good but not great. Because great sounds awesome, but literally you have to look up. Because
I would only sacrifice the seats to sit next to Moreno, Mike Tyson, you know, put crazy people. Like I would only sacrifice the view, but yes, having the seat that I had at the Garden was very ideal. I'm glad that I booked the seat. A lot of people paid a lot more money, you know, towards the end of getting tickets than what I paid to get there, and yeah, it was pretty nice.
No, and obviously the Garden's the Garden. Just even if it was a shit card, which it wasn't, just it being the Garden, just walking around there, and
Molly getting built by who? Crucifix was crazy.
Oh yeah,
Indiana's own Larry Bird. So
Larry Bird.
Somebody asked in the chat, is Patty a lock? I'm willing to at least bet the car payment on Patty. I love Patty Pimblett.
I think he showed us in his. I mean, I guess we knew he was a grappler, but he started to make his name as a striker. But I guess he showed us in his last fight that he's he's a very good grappler.
Yeah, he made that look pretty easy.
Yeah,
I guess a pretty high level dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's cold. I mean, I like his energy. He's young. You know what I mean. He's one of my favorite fighters, other than a lot of other people. But he's on the rise.
Like Ryan Hall.
Ryan.
If you're embarrassed to say it on camera, that's fine. I'll say it.
Quella's pussy needs to realize that he needs to use his hands more. That was crazy. I was like, there was. Man,
well, he usually throws a lot. He usually is literally Ryan Hall, where he just throws
striker.
a million kicks and stuff. Like he just throws a lot of kicks and stuff.
I don't know
catch
why
it, he goes down. But
I don't know why.
That was so weird, man.
I think he didn't do it. I think he didn't do it. I think almost getting that knee bar early.
The pressure on. I'm not gonna lie. The chant was.
He heard that shit
for like a minute and a half until he got knocked out.
He was like, "Oh, maybe I am a pussy," and just panicked.
I think almost getting the knee bar probably hurt him because he's like, I could do this. And then
the best part about the whole thing was DC was literally talking about Ryan Hall and was like, he doesn't get desperate like Ryan Hall. Like the whole lead up was like, yeah, Puelles does fight like Ryan Hall, but he doesn't get desperate. He doesn't do the wild stuff Ryan Hall does. And then he just starts doing somersaults in the octagon over and over. And DC's like, oh, well, this is not what I saw earlier.
Oh, everybody that did ask me, you know what I'm saying, when I did go, like, you know, biggest comments question when I was asked, you can't hear like DC and them and talking like when the fight's going on. You're just hearing, especially in the Garden, people going nuts, you know what I mean, the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, you still get the effect like you're at home when they pull up the screen and go with the fighters before the fight happens real quick, but that's pretty nice. I didn't think they were going to do that, like it was going to be able to be heard, but other than that, it was awesome.
No, it was definitely an awesome event. I'm with you. I like Patty because he seems very authentic, right? Like it doesn't seem like a shtick. Like he says crazy shit, but like he just seems like he's him. He gets fat. He talks about being fat. Then he gets skinny and he goes out there and he fights. So I'm a Patty fan for sure. I appreciate you calling in. This is one of the best calls we had. So thank you very much. We're going to do more of these call-in shows. So you absolutely should be a regular. So thanks so much.
282, y'all. Let's go. Double G's.
Double G.
excited.
Appreciate you very much. Thanks so much for hopping on, and we'll talk to you next time.
All right.
All right. See you, man.
All right, man.
Great call from Vicious. Good guest. Very good guest. And I liked the insight of the playlist chant because we wouldn't have known that. How would we have known that? So that was great to hear.
It out. Even if I heard it, I think I would have blocked it out.
All right. Well, I'm about ready to wrap this up. How about you, Jake? I saw you holding a yawn. Don't pretend.
If you just leave it live, I mean,
Yeah.
people just want to
Dude,
sit here.
Like those stupid TikTok streams where the people fake sleep and then they have a board like, oh, if you send a galaxy, water will pour on my face. And if you send this, they'll play loud music.
The first time I ever saw
can't
that was
sleep.
the YouTuber,
So stupid.
I think it's Asian Andy or something like that, real famous YouTuber. He did sleep streams to where like it would like people would donate to either do text to talk and stuff or like to play
Yeah.
loud noises and stuff. But it was actually like legit. And then people started doing like, hey, like asking Alexa what the address is, and they would like read it out loud and stuff while he's sleeping. And yeah,
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, that's at night. Half my TikTok feed is just that, or or that bullshit. But it's like, listen, I'm just trying to go to bed. I need something funny.
Never come across
Trying to go to
those,
bed.
so.
Yeah, well, I guess I've lingered a little too hard at one point. Jacob, you have any last words for the people? I think this was successful. You thought it was going to be a massive failure. I thought it worked well.
Yeah, you know, I carried us pretty hard through the dead spots, but we made it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate all your effort. Guys, this was our very first ever call-in show. Thank you very much. I think we had a good amount of people. Every single call-in was a good guest. Thank you all for your positive energy, the question, the comments, the feedback. You're all very appreciated. We're going to do more of these call-in shows, likely on the dead weeks. We got a couple of dead weeks at the end of the year, so get your questions ready. No genitalia, and we'll keep doing these. So thank you all very much. Genuinely appreciated. My quick picks video is up for UFC Orlando. Jacob will get his up, in 5 days, whatever the hell it is. Get ahead of those lines. Become a premium member now at WeWantPicks.com. It is only freaking $10 a month, and we have given you 38 units in the last 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks you've gotten 38 units from us. And if you want $50 free, WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our betting partners. Make a deposit. You have to use our link, but sign up, make a deposit. We'll send you $50 as a thank you. They pay us, we pay you. It's all very simple. Jakey boy, any parting words before you do whatever the hell you're about to do before bed?
You know? I don't think so.
That was very depressing. That was very okay. I feel like we need more positive vibes, but it is what it is, guys. Sorry about sending you into Thanksgiving with that. Thank you so much.
Have a thing. Yeah, have a thing. I forgot it's Thanksgiving. Have a thing. If anyone has an extra plate.
I literally invited you to my house for Thanksgiving, and you were like, "Oh, it's a long drive." My dog, my lips get chapped. Anyway, thank you all very much. Check out the videos. We'll see you on, I guess, Sunday with an updated Quick Picks videos because we have some new matchups. See you then. Arrivederci.